Hello, and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday, where I'm your host, Dane Hennon. To my right, Levi Gates.
Hello.
To my left, Anthony Fisher.
Hey.
And to my nearer left, Morgan McMurray, who clearly never left this table. She's been here the whole time.
I just needed to take a really long nap.
Oh.
So
okay.
I feel
like 2
really
years
refreshed.
napping.
I feel refreshed. Well, I mean,
It's like
it's
Sleeping
self-care.
Beauty,
You got to do
levels of
self-care.
nap.
It's really important. So that's what I've been up to. But
I get it.
Cryo sleep is what that
Yep.
was.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, we get it. Yeah, keep yourself
There's
youthful.
there's a
Right.
cryo sleep joint
sense.
down the street from my house.
Is there really?
Yeah, Bound Crossing.
Wow. I'm interested.
So
right?
I was like, that seems pretty cool.
Right. I'm
just
actually
go to
more
sleep there
interested
and
in
then
a
don't come
cloning
back.
center if possible. Right.
That's probably what's going to be opening up next.
Ooh, exciting.
Okay.
All right, so we're here for Q&A Thursday, where we
Friday
answer
Eve.
your detailing questions. We have a little fun, right? Crack a few bad jokes, right?
That's a lot of fun.
Maybe even, the microphone goes live at the beginning of the
Hot mic
stream,
situation.
and there's a hot mic
Love
situation. And
Tell everybody
and who
it's
knows?
always
You
a
never
hot
know.
mic.
You
even
never
if you
know
You
think
know what's
it's
going to
not.
happen here, right? It's always
That's why
it's
you'll
just
never
fun.
catch me on a hot
poor
Right.
Dane. Poor Dane. Never give Dane
I
a
wasn't
break.
even in the room.
With that said, right, Morgan is joining us today, right? She was awoken from cryo sleep. It was kind of like a Sleeping Beauty
Cryostasis.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But without the dragon and all of that,
The scary
and
mirror
the scary
print,
mirror and
Maleficent,
the
all that.
oh, actually, sorry, I'm getting Maleficent mixed up with Sleeping Beauty, right? Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Actually, what am I
No,
thinking?
you were
of?
wrong. You're wrong on all those.
You're
You
getting
are
all
now
your Disney
You are
mixed
now a girl dad, and you have ruined all of those Disney princesses.
Because I'm mixing them together, right?
Yeah, you don't mix them together. You got to
I
know.
watched a video the other day. It was not Disney related, but it had all of them in it, right?
Yeah.
Got super weird.
Yeah,
but
probably.
2017
watching
on
that.
YouTube was a weird time. Okay, so I'm going to interrupt you before you
Yeah.
go too far into anything else. I'm going to lay it out right here at the beginning of the show because we always save this for the end, and I don't know why. Guys, if you're watching this, gals, if you're watching this, please click like on this video right now. It gets us out in front of more people. Spread the good word of the Q&A, where we answer your questions with our answers. That's all I'm asking for right now. Now, Anthony, back to you.
All right, so a little bit of housekeeping here, Dane. So I've been having calls this last couple days here with all of our new grand ambassadors. Just want to say congratulations again for everybody that has been recently chosen, because all the calls have been great. Seriously, I mean, just awesome people. I think we're gonna have a really good group this quarter, and a couple of people that really stand out to me that I thought I had really good conversations with. Auto Care HQ. Her name is Heather, and she's over there in the UK, and she films both YouTube videos and does everything for her reels and her Instagram posts, and just awesome. I love seeing women in the industry, right? Like Morgan, right? So somebody that enjoys detailing on the side, but she just had a really cool backstory, and so I'd recommend checking her out. It was just a really cool conversation, and then everybody else, man. I mean, I talked to MJ Details this morning, and then yesterday was Suppressed Details, and there's a whole list, right? My brain's a little in a fog because of how much talking I've done. But it's been great, right? So check those guys out. If you want to see the full list of all of our new 10 grand ambassadors, you can go to the Rad Company Instagram, go to our announcement page, and then you'll see all the people. Give them a follow, because they're all going to have 15% discount codes that you can use on future orders at theradcompany.com.
Very nice.
Now, coming up here in the next week or so, right, we just got out of our 4th of July sale, right? So people are probably maybe hungry for another sale, right?
Maybe.
What do you think about that, Levi? Maybe something exciting?
I'm excited.
Save room for leftovers.
Is it something I could maybe stuff a lot of stuff?
Yeah, you probably stuff a lot of stuff in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like those kind of stuff sales.
We're in the stuffing business, Levi. We do stuffing good, right?
Yeah, business is booming.
Business is booming. Now, yesterday's live went extremely well, right?
Yesterday's live, literally best technical live we've done in a long time.
I agree.
Thanks
to
our technical team and all of our editors.
I want to thank you for your help.
Camera.
Yeah.
You know, came in clutch.
Came in,
pinch hitter.
Bounce.
You know, it's like bottom of the ninth.
I made an appearance.
Runners on base.
To do,
2 outs. You know, I need the home run.
Yeah.
I need you to grand slam it.
I did.
He's done all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
We both grabbed that bat and we swung it hard
together.
Man. Together.
Yeah. It was against the rules sometimes, some people say, but I really think we doubled our power there.
We did. So while you were doing that, great live video. I mean, there's like 150 to 200 people watching at one single time, which was great for almost 2 hours. So that was awesome.
That's because people like watching me talk.
They do. Not so much me, right? They
was
leave
weird.
my
Weird.
streams
Yeah.
often.
I wasn't even talking that much. I was just working.
yeah.
They were just
Yeah.
wow,
I
fascinating.
like seeing you're the master of shine,
Yeah,
right?
that's what it
Typically,
is.
people have to pay for that kind of
That's
footage.
right.
Those moves.
That's right. I called G. Davis this morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And went straight to voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the voicemail I left for him?
What?
That this was unacceptable
Uh-huh.
and that I am the master of shine and he should be available to take my calls at any time.
Well, he was probably
And I
busy
should
at
not
the...
be relinquished to voicemail.
No,
Well,
you don't get.
You have to
don't get
remember,
busy.
right? Once or twice a week, he goes to that Bark and Purr bar mitzvah where he likes to try new things, right? Probably during that
I'm
time.
sorry, it's
So
a
he
bark
did-
mitzvah. Get it right.
He did text me and said, just got out. What's up?
Cool. Very
So
cool.
I was able to call him
Yeah.
after that.
Now, now, quick, before we start jumping into questions, I did run an idea by Dane the other day,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So I said, Dane, we're only really using this podcast room, a couple hours a week, 3 hours a week, right? I said, what are your thoughts on potentially, not renting this out as an
Airbnb.
Airbnb?
I like
There's
that,
not a
actually.
bathroom, Levi.
I
I said, what are your thoughts
Cassette
on
toilet.
maybe jumping in for some more podcast-like content,
Yeah.
right? And he looks at me, kind of raises his eyebrow, and he says, well, Anthony, what do you have in mind? And
DNA
I
is
said,
fun now,
I
right?
said, what do you think, right? Because everybody plays off the whole lads thing, Levi, Anthony, and Dane, right?
Yeah.
I said, what do you want to do like a lads origin story, like origin stories, right? Where it's stories from our youth, things like that
it's
that
called-
got us.
mine is already available
that-
wherever podcasts you want to listen. It's
Yeah,
called
yours
The
is
Master of
a
Shine
little
at
more-
Home.
It's a little too
It is.
detailing focused, right?
Yeah.
So I
No,
threw
that
out
tells
this-
my origin story.
So I threw out this loose story of like fun things we can talk about, right?
Okay,
Maybe
I'm interested.
experiences in life, different things that we've done, different lives we've lived within a life.
Yeah,
And I
maybe
thought that
the
it'd
loves,
make things-
the loves we've lost.
exactly, the loves we've lost,
Like the
right?
story I told yesterday.
Yeah, the story you told. Hopefully, your wife's not listening to this, but yeah.
gotta
But
go.
different things, right? And I got shut down almost immediately.
Really?
By not just Dane, but like 5 other people. They
Wow.
said that's a stupid idea.
Whoa.
Nobody wants to hear about your past or
So
or
here's
your-
Literally
what I'm
none
thinking.
of that
or
is
your-
true.
or
Here's what
your
I'm thinking.
interests.
Dane-
Except for the part where I shut him down.
I
but
got
for
an
different
idea.
reasons.
Okay.
What if
No,
what
Nick
if we
Nick
do-
shut me down, and so did,
Oh.
so did Jimmy. Said he hated that idea because nobody wants to hear us talk about
Why don't
anything
you come
outside
over
of
to the
detailing.
MOSHQ and we can record these podcasts.
So here's what I'm
we
gonna
could
throw out.
have
I'm gonna
advertising.
do
throw
an outlaw style.
Okay, so with
On my phone.
with my idea getting absolutely shut down, right? Absolutely just freaking crushed into the ground.
Well-
I said, okay, well, what if we do something?
You're not
to
really that good
please-
coming up with ideas, though. We all know that.
Oh my God, you guys.
No, this is
Oh,
not
no.
going
You
well.
So
mean-
what if we did something to more appease the masses,
Okay,
right?
I'm
Where maybe
listening.
we filmed some 30-minute segments. This isn't what I want to do, but I'll do
Yeah.
it because I'm a company man.
Wow.
A 30-minute podcast, right? Where we break down individual products, right? We take one product and we talk about the ins and outs of a product, right? We talk about the uses, the different recommendations for using it, how we like to use it.
But a 30-minute video?
Situations where we've used it. 30-minute podcast, right? 20 to 30-minute podcast, right? They're quick podcasts. It's only talking format, no visual stuff on it. Basically, 20 minutes about O&R. Could you talk about O&R for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about O&R for 20
You'd
minutes.
probably
right?
talk
Could
about
you
it
talk
for
about Beanmaker for
hours.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So we would break down individual products, talking about those for, let's just say, 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even less, maybe even more, right, depending on the product.
Okay.
But doing an in-depth, deep dive, right, and talking about our experiences using it, towels we like to use.
This is like the first great idea you've had.
And talking about all those things, right?
And, like,
so
your whole tenure
basically,
here.
every podcast would be everything you need to know about Beadmaker. Bam, there's
Yeah,
a podcast.
I like
we
it.
jump into it, 30 minutes, we
Okay.
talk about it.
We could do that.
But do you guys like that very basic, plain idea versus
rather do
jumping
origin
into
stories.
our origin stories and
Yeah.
past?
Yeah.
I'd like them also to be animated.
So Dane's idea.
I'd like-
Okay, so hold on. Now we'll go.
I'd like
no.
Glenn
So Dane
and-
said, even though your idea was dumb about your origin story, Anthony, he's like, what if we did an after hours TRC podcast, right, where it's not TRC necessarily affiliated, right?
Well, we're in the- it
but
says it right
we
on the
would
back
shoot
of
our
the wall.
podcast, right, to where we'd have fun talking about things, cars, people, whatever, past, present, future things, right? And he was like, maybe we can even make it like a Patreon thing, right? And I said, Dane, I don't want to do the Patreon thing, but he says it's an option for after-hour situations, right?
Dane does need new tires for the Jag.
He needs new tires, right? And I need a fund to pay for all the Alfaro we've been eating every week, the Mexican food.
All I'm saying
We'll
is
just call it the
when you're-
Alfaro Fund.
When you're here, we truly speak our minds about everything we have to do with this stuff here. But, you know, it always comes with the sense of, well, we got to stay PG-13, be family friendly, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just feel like saying things like maybe you caught something at the beginning there from Anthony. I don't know, that kind of thing. Sometimes that happens on your own time. And you have to very strictly make it your own time. So I'm trying to be respectful of that. And that is why I put that idea out there.
Exactly.
So when I shut him down, I was actually redirecting the energy. I was not shutting him down necessarily.
And if you charge for it, right?
Yeah.
That way I know that my mom is so cheap that she won't pay to listen to it. And
so, good move.
My mom would actually pay.
I know, Maria.
We need to charge more.
I would actually pay your mom to listen.
Oh God,
no!
Okay. Let's go to
so
the
we
beginning.
Let's get some.
That's all right. We got some questions going. It's been 17, 18 minutes now, so we're doing all right. So
5 pages, man.
Five pages. Charles Hopkins saying, "Can you guys make suggestions on a novice car enthusiast? Where to start on buffing and ceramic coating training?" Wow. Short of watching some of our videos, Charles, that's really all you. That's the easiest way because you can watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to do that. I would recommend if you're just starting out with buffing and coating, Soul is your friend. Soul is very easy, very forgiving.
As an enthusiast, right?
As an enthusiast, simple, easy to use. It is a large bottle. It is a larger price of entry, but you can coat a lot of stuff. And I'd coat friends and family's cars just to get the practice of it. The other thing is you can coat lots of stuff. You can coat your lawnmower. You can coat your air conditioner. You can coat your refrigerator. You can do all kinds of stuff. So practice with it. Learn how to use it. Do that stuff. As to buffing, that is if you can find a demo or a class that you can take to really learn how to do that, or have someone teach you how to do that. Find a local detailer that you can become friends with, or somebody that you know. Maybe get on a group and see if there's anybody in your area that's willing to bring somebody on. I always if someone had a question and when I had my shop and they wanted to know how to do something, I'd let them come play with the tool. And I'll let them come in, mess around on a car and say, here you go, have some fun. If you want to buy it, you know. Because I always had tools that other people didn't yet.
You're a kind person, though. Not everybody is kind in detail shops, right?
True.
Because if they approached you would being the person, you would have been opening, welcoming. You would have probably even offered them a job, right?
Correct.
Now, if they were to have approached one of your coworkers there who was unaware of the situation, they had a cigarette in their mouth, they had lacquer thinner, a towel in their hands, right? And they're kind of yelling at them in
Correct. Yeah.
a half-spoken language, right?
All of us spoke English.
Well, no, not. No, I'm saying I'm just saying a language in general, like
guttural,
a guttural sound, right? Yeah. Would they have felt as invited?
Probably not. But no. But the point is, at least if you could find somebody, or maybe find a detail shop or somebody that, I don't know, maybe another hobbyist, or go on the Rag Company discussion group, let people know where you are, and see if there's someone close to you that's a fan of the Rag Company, and maybe they've got a machine. Maybe you can go over and spend a day with them messing around with a polisher.
Or just go down to Harbor Freight, buy yourself
could go down to Harbor Freight and
a starter, Bauer, dual action.
Buy yourself some machines.
Buy a hood at the junkyard and just start playing.
That too. That's still a couple $100, but still.
Before you're tempted to move on, and I know there are many comments here, I feel it is important to ask Morgan, hey, you're here. You haven't really had a chance. We've been dominating this whole thing.
Yeah.
What's going on in your world before we go too far on here?
Okay.
Just any little updates, anything interesting you want to talk about before we continue. I feel like it's important to hear you.
Where do they find you, Morgan? Where do they keep up on what you've been doing?
Can you give us a today, too long didn't read, but where you've been doing for the last couple of years?
Right. So for anyone who maybe missed it, or anyone who's new and didn't know, when I made my departure, I left the beloved Rag Company, right? Heartbroken, of course.
We kept your pictures up.
Yes.
We made a video about it.
I know, and I've cried multiple times. So I did make the jump to move to Texas. My boyfriend and I we've started an automotive performance shop down in Texas. It's in a small-ish town called Seguin, which is in between San Antonio and Austin. So for anyone who knows the area of Texas, that's where we're at. It's extremely hot. And it's a smaller area, but it's good. We're doing good. Starting out, it's always harder at the beginning. So that's where we're at. The shop is called Mally Motorworks. So we do have an Instagram. We do have a TikTok, which I'm kicking off. So if you're cool enough to have a TikTok,
I have a TikTok now.
Exactly. Everyone cool has a
follow, right?
TikTok. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We've just been focusing on doing that, and we're restoring a bunch of cars, doing some like 2JZ swaps, and restoring GTR, and that's the gist of it.
Okay. What do you think of Texas?
It's too hot for me.
How's the water
You're in the
down there?
deep south.
Yeah.
You've missed the whole joke that we've had, the running joke that Southern California is technically the deepest south, right?
Yeah, because right next to Mexico.
Yeah. No, Southern California is
Down
deep,
there
is
next to
lower than
Mexico.
Texas. So, what do you think that's hot, and what else? Dry? Is it?
It's hot and humid,
Okay.
pretty much 24/7. So here's the thing about Idaho, right? You wake up in the morning, you see a nice sunset, you say, I'm going to make some coffee and I'm going to walk onto my front or back porch,
Right.
sit down, enjoy the nature, enjoy the dog running around outside. I'm going to enjoy the birds, the squirrels, all of those
Literally
things.
never done those things, but it sounds nice.
Well, wait until it's taken away from you.
Wow.
And
But
then
you don't even have the option. So
and
you're saying
then-
you don't even have that option.
No. So here's what I do
even
when
allowed
I
to go
wake
out
up
there.
in the morning. When I
You got to
wake
watch June bugs and lightning bugs bounce around and
Yeah.
listen to the
You
cicadas.
jump on the bayou, right?
Yeah,
You
down
take
on
the
my bayou.
take the fan boat out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got to have that
so
sweet tea. That's what it's for.
basically, let's say, I'm cleaning up the house. I have to take some trash outside. Oh no. That's
Yeah.
not good, right? Because now I have to go outside.
You have to break
I'm
that
gonna
seal.
I'm going to get hit with a wall of wet heat.
That's disgusting.
I'm going to be out there for maybe 10 seconds and I'm going to come back in and I'm going to be sweaty.
You're going to need to take a shower again.
at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like getting
It's-
slapped
it's
in the
not-
face with a wet blanket that was in a microwave.
Yeah. And maybe it's not always as hot, but it's always humid. Mm-hmm. So you will always walk out and it's like, have you ever had, okay, let's say for you guys maybe, right? Your wife or whoever's in the shower, taking a hot shower, okay? And you have to you need to go in and get your toenail clippers. You walk
That's
in
not
there.
what I'm getting, but I'm getting probably something else.
Anthony, please-
I
Anthony.
mean, just saying, I'm not gonna clip my toenails.
say
I'm
that.
probably
Yeah.
grabbing my
Yeah.
toothbrush.
Oh,
or something.
toothbrush, yeah. Mhm.
No. Okay. So you walk in there and the steam hits you.
Okay,
That's what it feels like.
But you're
walking
outside. Yeah.
that sucks. But I mean, I can't say that. There's a lot of people that enjoy humidity.
A lot of
I know a
people
lot
love
of
it.
people love humidity, and they think that
Well,
dryness
that's why
is
they
the
all
enemy.
live in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Matt Mormon talking about
So,
when he came to
but-
Idaho, he had to get
So
Visine
Texas
'cause his
is
eyes were
the
drying
weather's
out.
different, right? But how are the vibes? The car scene down there, you like it?
Anthony, please, why are you putting me on the spot like this? So Anthony,
Oh,
please,
Anthony,
but let me
Anthony,
answer the
Anthony knows
question.
what he's doing because I have been complaining about it, but it's because I'm coming from here where everything is so close and so convenient.
No, we're in Boise. We're literally the closest place is 4.5 hours that way.
No,
7 hours
no.
that
That's
way.
not what she's talking about.
No, you're not listening.
Oh,
You're hearing me, Anthony, but you're not listening.
okay.
Pay attention.
Okay, so car meets, anything like that, is not going to be close to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cars and coffee, any sort of like fun car event is going to be an hour or so away.
Okay.
You have to drive to maybe Austin or San Antonio
Yes.
for that.
Yes. And also because we're new to the area, we don't know a lot of those people who live an hour each way
Right.
from us.
Gotcha.
So we don't, first of all, it's harder to find out about these things from going somewhere where you pretty much knew everybody, you knew all the people in the car scene, you knew people in the industry from where you are, to then going somewhere brand new where you like are still trying to find people and, get accustomed to everything. It's just a lot different, and we literally haven't like done much there. As far as like car meets, car shows, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We went to like one or two, but it's just weird going places where you don't know anybody versus here where like you would pull up, all your friends are there, you know everybody, you're seeing people that you haven't seen for like a month or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still, you're running into people that you know.
Yeah.
Just different atmosphere.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well, hey. So if you
But
guys,
there is a lot. There is a lot
sure.
of people there,
Yeah.
obviously. So
Yeah.
the car meets, the car shows are big. There's a lot of different types of builds. And it definitely is, something that if I had the better opportunity and I was closer, I would be going to a lot more.
Yeah.
Is it Mopar or no car down there?
I bet there's a lot of Mopar.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
So check out Molly Motorworks on YouTube.
Somewhat, but mostly Instagram,
Okay.
mostly
Instagram.
TikTok.
Okay.
But
Malli.
yes.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Boom.
While
Got
Dan Pfeiffer saying good afternoon and word up from Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday, TR Seagrain. Hope you're all doing well. Great live coding yesterday. Looking forward to what this product is. Ricardo saying, what's up, TRC crew? What chemicals and dilution ratios do you recommend for cleaning pads in the lake country? 4,000 pad wash.
O&R, 256 to 1.
256 to 1, Ricky.
Yeah, safe bet.
JD Garage, what's up, TRC? You got that car. You got a car that was clean, parked in the garage for a few weeks, now has fine dust from sitting. Would you foam and rinse be good enough to clean, or do you use a wash mitt and do a full wash? No, just rinse. Just foam and rinse it.
O&R is fine in that case.
Foam and rinse it.
Oh,
or
yeah.
O&R.
Yeah.
Nucleus. I recently compounded and polished a black Range Rover. When it came time to panel wipe, I noticed I was installing fine scratches while wiping off the panel wipe. Suggestions for this in the future? Yes, Nucleus. Here's the deal. You also put those scratches in when you were removing the compound and the polish. Mm-hmm. When the paint is that soft, it's going to stay that soft. It's not going to be the panel wipe and the towel that is going to be doing that, unless you have also used the wrong towel. 80-20 Terry's not a great choice for that. Try and increase
panel wipe is
your.
also pretty strong. I tried diluting it 1-to-1
Yeah,
because panel
dilute it
wipe does
1-to-1.
kind of expand things a little bit.
But it doesn't. It's not going to incur scratches.
Not necessarily scratches. You could have some
It's
very
gonna-
light toweling marks, though.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, that would be the lightest thing, but it wouldn't be scratches. And so, it may have been that you didn't fully remove something and there was still some oils left over. But, panel wipe 1-to-1 is how we like to use it with distilled water.
Also, you're going to add more. You're going to use more pressure removing your polish and your compound than you are just panel wiping.
Yeah. Biko says, how do I take soap marks off of a vehicle? Thanks, guys.
Well, this is hard because it depends on the soap.
And how long has it been there?
How long has it been on there? What I'm assuming you're talking about is when you let soap dry on the surface of a vehicle and then you go to rinse it off and the marks are still there. There's two ways to go about it. One, O&R helps remove that very easily. Just wash the car again with O&R and it should take most of that stuff off. But again, it really depends on the soap. If you're using a very high pH soap, a very alkaline-based soap, you're going to have to go the opposite way and use an acid to remove and break that stuff off. So it's just depends. But O&R usually, if it's a pH balanced soap that's on there, O&R remove it, or just wash the car again and actually rub those areas in which you left soap on, and it'll reactivate and it'll wash off. But that's kind of how you do it. I did it last night. I washed the car, left one side, a little bit of soap on the side on the glass, left some marks. I just grabbed my body brush, my green body brush, scrubbed the glass again real quick, rinsed it off with the hose, and called it good. Yeah. So, Phil Bloomer from the Salisbury Steak, UK. Happy Friday Eve to all. What's up, man? How are you? And then everybody talking about funny stuff. And then Harry Housewife, who has been phoneless for the last few days, says, hey, guys, what's up, dude? How are you?
Phil here is saying, guys, bit of a noob question, but can Optimum car wax be used as a drying aid while there is one from the wash?
There was already a drying aid from the wash. He's saying.
Huh.
So
Wait.
using two, like they're working together.
While there's, can we use it as car wax can be used as a drying aid while there's one from the wash? Maybe you're saying there's lubrication from the wash. Maybe there's something already in the wash.
Yeah.
Maybe Optimum car wax is pretty thick. You might get a little bit of streaking or
Missed a
smearing.
few down there,
Skipped a lot of
But
back
then we got Bait Addict saying, here it says,
like
what's
one of the
up?
comments about-
Secret
There were a whole lot of back
coating
and forth
baiters. And then we got some people saying, what's
I'll
up
go
there?
back if you like. So this is the same question that was asked previously.
Yeah, no, we're going to.
No, I know that. I'm talking about Phil Bloomer. We did that
Yep,
one.
already got it.
Grant has one. Levi, you ever get to the point of feeling like Dr. House in the detailing world?
Ooh,
there we go.
A little burnt
That was-
out.
that's-
Okay, that one
yeah.
was hidden in the mix.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was sitting right there. It was the next
a lot
one
of
that
other
was
ones
going to
on-
pop up. It was right
There we
after
go.
Hey Guys.
You ever feel jaded, burnt out, tired?
So yes, I used to. Before I opened my own business. So back in 2010, 2011, right after the birth of Hadley, I kind of was like, what am I doing? I've been detailing since I was 17 years old. I'm now a dad.
Yeah.
Am I in the right profession? I'm working for a dude. I'm not really, The work is the
You're
same.
answering to the man.
I'm answering the man. I'm doing all this stuff. And it was kind of like, should I go do something else? So then I got the offer to open my own shop. And that's when I said, all right, that's the next ladder rung. I felt like I was at the top of a ladder, that ladder that I had climbed. And I was like, man, I can't really do anything else. What should I do? And now I got a kid I got to take care of. And I got to do all this stuff. So I did feel that way. It sucked. I remember calling friends going, hey, what if I come work for you? And they're like, yeah, but you're such a good detailer. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to do that. Now, one thing I realized is the job's the same. Mm-hmm. Depending on whether I own the business or I ran the business, the actual work, day-to-day work is exactly the same. If you can't hack and deal with the everyday work, then that's never going to change. It's everything else that you want to do, how you want to run your business, how you want to live your life, how you want to make your work-life balance. Your job's always going to be a job. And so you have to either enjoy it or you got to figure out a way to make it better on the off time. So that's kind of how I did it. Once I figured that out, then it was like, well, this is fun. Now I can have fun. Now I can do this. I started planning it where I wasn't going to take anything on Fridays. I didn't schedule nothing on Fridays. So my guys could just kind of take the day easy. Enjoy Fridays. It was going to be kind of a chill day. If I wanted to take the whole crew to breakfast, I took them all to breakfast Friday morning.
Boom.
If I wanted to take them to lunch, I took them to lunch. I tried to break it up and have fun with the day and just enjoy it. Or if we got off early, we got off early. I tried to make it exciting and silly as we possibly could. That's why I did the hockey tickets. My guys would go to the hockey games. There was something I always just tried to make it fun for us working because like I said, the job doesn't change. So it was all the extra stuff. Then I came here and this place has just been a blast.
And it's always evolving.
It's always evolving. It's always changing. My job from day one is completely different to what my job is now.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Same.
Also, nice being favorably compared to Hugh Laurie. So that's
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah.
All right.
company.
So next question here. We have
just a hello.
More hellos. And from Betax says, go detailer, go. Says, go use a more plush towel and don't wipe the surface too much. Let the product evaporate. That's the word for me when detailing with paints that mar during the prep stage. Yeah. Sounds good. Tyler Graff says, do you need to use some sort of prep spray before using True View coating? Yes. You need to use their paint coating surface prep.
You can clean the glass with True View glass cleaner, but you do need to use a prep spray. So, Bait Addict, if that doesn't work, you'll need to use a primer product. Dr. Beasley's NSP Guion Primer Car Pro Essence. You'll be able to coat right over that. So, Bait Addict, we've noticed that is true, but we do recommend that you use a primer designed for the coating that you're installing.
Great.
Not just random ones, because they don't always work. Neil White, happy Friday Eve. TRC, hope you're doing well. Randy Ricochet saying happy Thursday. And then Grant would like a Bill Clinton style apology from Anthony sitting in Dane's seat by himself. Randy says he likes salt.
Okay, this is all over the place.
Yeah.
And
Dane's on page 6.
We're on page 5 now, I guess.
All right, Rag Company After Dark. I like it, says the hairy housewife. We had a lot of fun with Darren in the UK.
Yeah,
when we were there.
Super fun.
Hans, hey Fluffy Slipper owners. That's because did you see our shoes we got when we were that Hans got us?
You haven't seen. Oh, that's a fun
got
one.
us some wooden shoes, Dutch wooden shoes, but they were slippers.
Like clogs?
Yeah, like clogs.
The bright
slippers.
yellow.
I think I got a picture.
Bright yellow.
Are you serious?
Show you. Yeah.
They're awesome.
Think wooden clogs, but in slipper form. So
right.
Like somebody just hit a morph button and they became fuzzy slippers.
The Stroop waffles were tasting a lot better while wearing those.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That also
it really hit different.
We have Detailing Vibes 2006 says, what are some good microfiber towels for waterless wash?
That is not okay.
Morgan, why don't I have you answer this? Good microfiber towels for waterless washing.
Hey, there you go.
What do I always use? 365 sometimes, or what's the other?
For waterless, use 365?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I don't really use waterless wash ever.
You ever use any Eagles?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just don't really use waterless wash. Okay. But yes.
Because cars get pretty dusty at the shop, right?
Yeah, but I always use O&R.
O&R, always? Okay, so rinseless all the way.
Rinseless is the move there.
So Joey Belinsky says, 3 times in 1 week. I feel spoiled. Happy
good.
Thursday,
We've gone
y'all.
live.
In
Crazy.
southern San Francisco.
Southern San Francisco there, being in the Bay Area, down in the,
Down the
south,
south.
right near the Gulf, right?
Yeah. And then by the bayou.
What's crazy is that bayou goes straight out to the ocean, right?
Yeah,
it's
right.
a saltwater
So crazy.
bayou. It's crazy.
Other thing, for those who are watching and wondering, wait, I only saw 2 lives this week. That means you're probably not subscribed to the Rag Company podcast channel.
Oh.
What are you doing? You got to get subscribed to that. Make sure you catch our podcast every Monday or Tuesday, depending on the day we're feeling like doing it. But it happens over on a different channel. So just a heads up. All right, we got
Mike C says, "Oh man, I forgot my phone charger, but hope all is well. Thank you for the continent and everything you do. Next Thursday, I'll be more prepared."
No
Thanks,
worries, Mike.
We'll see you
You're
there,
good.
Mike. And then Levi, what do we got here?
Detailing Vibes pops up again saying, "What's up, guys? A word up. A word from hot and sunny North Carolina. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Happy Friday Eve. Up in the North Carolina.
Yes.
Even North
Pretty
Carolina
crazy.
is
Pretty
more
crazy.
of the South than California.
I don't know about
North.
that.
It says North in the title, Dane.
Yes,
Harry Housewife. Not sure for
kinda
how
too.
long I'll be on tonight, lads. It's been a crazy week, and I'm waiting for my wife to get home so I can finish wiring the kind of underglow on the car. Send you the video. Nice.
Man,
That's an Anthony
Nothing
style.
hotter than underglow. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It is.
I don't want to hear the sarcasm from you guys.
No, I'm
Because
excited to
it's-
Glenn. So listen, Morgan, I'm putting
I'm
it on the
welcoming.
Suburban.
You are?
Yeah.
I've got a new light bar for the roof that's an RGB
Oh.
of the Suburban that I haven't installed yet. I've got multiple other front lights that are going to be installed, and then I'm looking at an RGB
So are they
underglow
all?
kit.
Are
for
they
the
all
other side.
gonna like
I
work
want to.
together, or are you gonna like have different colors going on? Like, is there gonna be a plan?
I would like
here?
to. Let's say it's Halloween, right? I've just picked the kids up from trick or treating,
Ooh, okay.
cruising the neighborhood.
making an entrance, yeah.
I want the truck glowing purple, maybe
Purple,
green,
orange, green.
maybe some sort of
cool.
scary
Okay.
Halloween
If it
color.
did like a pulse wave.
Right,
thing,
a pulse
like from
wave.
back to
Make it
front
look
kinda
like
thing.
it's yeah.
Yeah, so that's my question: is
Yeah.
are they all gonna connect so that they can like?
synchronized.
Well, if my friends at Oxbeam have anything to do with it, you guys can head on over to Oxbeam, use the offer code. I don't have that one yet,
We're not affiliated.
but
But you don't even think you do have an offer code.
I do. I have it. It's in my email.
Oh,
I just
is
haven't put it anywhere.
Okay.
I think it is Levi 15 or something like that.
All right, Dino.
Says, guys, one of my towels was bad and linted, but I didn't know. Washed it with 15 other towels, and now they all lint. What to do? So they're not all.
Process.
They're not linting. They're
linting,
just carrying the lint
carrying
from
lint from
the bad
one
towel.
bad
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
You just keep doing washes.
Split them
and-
up. So here's what you do, Dino. Wash them all together, the 15, 16 towels. Then you're going to split them 8 and 8. Wash the first 8, wash the next 8. Then you're going to find out which pack of those lint. If the first 8 don't lint, the other 8 do, sweet. Take those 8 out that don't lint. Take the next 8, break them up, 4 and 4, separate washes.
I
Do
like
that.
these ideas.
You just keep doing that until you figure out which towel is the dead man, and it might be 2 or 3, and you just can't. You just got to toss them. But hopefully you can save the other
Yeah.
13 for the greater good.
Yeah. Classic medieval logic.
Oh,
Find
and
the
then
flavor.
Dino says the Miss TRC bagged M3
Hey.
in the house. Morgan, are you on bags anymore?
Or are you static?
Oh, is that a shirt? Is that a sponsor? Is that KW? Is that a suspension
This
company?
may or may not be a KW. Can we see? Wait.
There you go.
There you
Well,
go.
there you go.
So yeah, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, actually, I don't think at all. So I did, because I moved to a place where I am now working in a performance shop, right? How are we going to continue with the bags? We can't. And also, it wasn't as fun driving with the bags. It was actually pretty horrible. So I was sick of it and worked with KW. So I have a set of KW V3s installed on my M3 now. And it is incredible, a million times better. Sold the bag kit actually to one of my friends who lives in New York. So it lives on. The
Okay.
kit
Wow.
lives on.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Another E46 M3. So she now goes to shows and wins awards and stuff for...
She's taken over your previous life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they live on. The legacy lives on through her. But
There you
yeah.
go.
So now it is on a real nice set of coilovers, and we installed those actually at the house. We didn't even take it to the shop because the shop was too full. So we did it at the house.
In the driveway, nice.
In the garage, actually.
Oh, phew.
This was before. No, it wasn't before the GTR, but yeah.
Cool. Well, so now your performance car is driving like a performance car.
Nice.
Who would have thought?
Who would have? I mean, silly me. I was young, okay?
Joey Belinsky saying hit that like button.
That's right, Joey.
And Dane, I think we're on 5 there. Dino says, Hans says, wash them again without the one linting. Yeah, okay.
That is the logic.
Dane's favorite company.
Ah, yes.
The Lane. Surprise.
I love it when I pronounce it.
Evening all.
Favorite logo.
Phil saying, welcome back, Morgan. Great to see you.
Hey.
And then Scott Dayoff says, just got my fuel filter done, so I'm kind of high on gas fumes. Well, that'll be fun and enjoyable.
Oh, then we're extra entertaining today. That's great.
And then Dino laughing. Hans says, yay, the Queen of Foam is back. All bow now. Harry Housewife saying, validating supplies in the house. Bearded Hunter, what's up, everybody? Morgan, glad to see you back in the booth. Happy Friday Eve.
Oh, yeah.
T-Dog 1035, how do you get white water spots out of a Cerakote trim coating?
Trim coating.
Wow.
That's tough.
Cerakote
it's a coating, right? And the trim coating works a little bit different than other coatings, but it is pretty strong stuff. I would say try to use a water spot remover.
Yeah, some sort of water spot remover in the acid range.
Try G-Technic W9, see if that will take it off. Hans says, nice curls, Morgan.
Thanks. I actually just got my hair cut yesterday.
Did you?
Perfect.
I found a salon up here in Idaho.
Well, I can't do this much longer, guys. I think I gotta go.
Just hanging out by thread.
I think I
She's
gotta
like,
go.
what did I sign up for when I said yes?
I shouldn't
See what
have.
happened.
But thanks, Hans. You're so nice to me. I wish everyone was.
Joey says, nice to meet the infamous Morgan. It's funny because a lot of our newer subscribers,
they're probably not familiar
with the podcast back when Morgan was around.
It was better, guys.
It was better with you?
It was better?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going well today.
Yeah.
The Validating Supplies saying the Harry Housewife detailer. What a guy.
What a guy.
And then G. Davis saying, Morgan, how pricey was it to install the Hans Close and early warning detection system in your new home?
So I was afraid of that. I was dreading the quotes from the installation companies, but actually it was covered by the renter's insurance.
Nice.
As far as that being a safety concern, they really did take my concerns
You never know
seriously.
when a Dutchman
Not
shows
every
up.
company
And
does.
that's the thing. Most people don't have to worry about that, but I really pled my case, and they heard me out.
That's
so
good.
I actually didn't pay a dime.
Glad to
so
hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
All subsidized.
yeah.
The man with the dragon tattoo, right? You
gotta
never
look
know,
out.
right, when he'll strike.
Next comment, Hans Close.
Oh,
Did somebody
no.
say dragon?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Hell, he must have been listening. And then we've got cheaper than the G.
It
Davis.
says it's cheaper than the G. Davis detection system.
Oh man.
He's sneaky like that.
Graham says, afternoon, lads, and hello to Morgan.
Hey,
we have
Graham.
Tyler that says, do you guys ever worry the rag company's going to get so big that it'll lose the family vibe?
No, because we just got done singing happy birthday to other employees as a team and then
Over the
eating
warehouse.
cakes.
Yeah. So despite
is-
our continued growth, we do.
As long as
Your mom does a really good job at trying to keep everybody included. And then here's the other thing. I don't know if you know this. Friday is treat day here at the Rag Company.
Yeah.
And one employee gets chosen to take around the treat bucket, we'll call it a busket,
Okay.
around to everybody.
Nutter
It's
Butters,
a woven bucket.
Sour
basket,
Patch
if you
Kids,
That's what they call those.
Nutri-Grain granola bars.
Perhaps some sort of chocolate like there was last week.
Maybe there's a chocolate, a goodie bar. It could be a bunch of different things.
Carolyn gets a
right?
bunch of snacks, and then she fills this busket and then gives it to somebody to take around, and that person comes in. Like last week, we were watching Goodwood up on the television here, playing on Friday, and our new HR guy came through.
Oh, yeah.
He came through with the busket,
Yeah.
so that he could meet everybody.
No.
Yeah.
Riley,
So
pretty
the
cool.
way I see it, as long as Dane continues to be the creative director and the son of the owners here, I think the family vibe will
You're not the
continue
prince
to be
anymore?
the same.
No, I'm the prince. now.
Apparently, I've been
Superseded
Dane.
now.
Wow, it's
It was
crazy.
weird how that
I
happened.
had my back turned for 1 second.
Actually, they took Anthony and I into the office and said,
You're like the sons we
You
never
guys
had.
are going to be the sons because you
guys
provided
are-
us with grandchildren.
You guys are so mean to
And so
Dane.
we said, wow, cool. We didn't even know
Dane,
that.
you're one of the
perk.
strongest people I know. You know that, right?
Thank you. I appreciate that kindly.
The hairy horse
actually
wife
knew.
says one day I'll get Grand Bastard. Yes, keep applying, man.
Keep going, man.
Dino says, so on behalf of my last question on linting, I also clean my windshield from inside and lint is all over it. I clean the windshield 4 more times with good waffles, but I can't get all the lint.
So you gotta.
removed.
This is not. You're not gonna like this.
Lacquer thinner.
So
Imagine.
so here's what you're gonna have to do, Dino.
Oh.
You're gonna have to get a towel. You're gonna have to make sure it's one that's not linting. Soak it in a bucket of O&R. And this is gonna kind of get wet, so you may have to throw some towels on your dash. But you're basically gonna have to wash that window.
Yeah, I agree. That would work.
You're gonna wash it like you're washing the outside of your house. You want to get enough lift
Yeah.
off the surface to get that lint off. Because if you're just using a glass cleaner and a towel, it's going to keep happening.
Right. And, I mean, eventually it'll lose its static cleaning ability and probably fall, but it might be a
The
while.
fastest way is to just wash the window again.
Randall says, I just got the big red drying towel, or got the big old drying rag, and I love it. The 1500. Awesome.
Truck towel.
It's a
And then
beast.
Hans says, what's new in McMurry land? We kind of talked about
kinda
that
talked
with
about
Texas.
I'm sure he's.
And then Valang Supplies says, the hairy horsewife, one day you might be... you might
not
not
be
get
horsewife, he
lost
said it again.
driving somewhere. LOL. I love saying it. And then Detailing Vibe says, does Epic waterless wash have any protection in it or just gloss answers? So it will have just a little bit of protection in there, probably to get you by about a week, maybe no more than what paint gloss would have, but it does have more of an emphasis on cleaning ability rather than gloss. Randall says the 1500 again, and then the hairy horsewife says couldn't have a better person repping the UK for Grand Pastor, though she's a legend.
25.
20
legend.
she's like
She
20,
seems
she's
like she's
25
really
years
cool.
old,
Yeah.
and like she's like very passionate about detailing. We had a whole
Yeah.
conversation about it. Heather is just she said this is what she loves to do, and I'm like, you really like it this much? Like, it's not just for content, it's
Yeah.
not just for stuff. And she's like, no, like she's like, I love detailing, and based on the way she shoots things and her voiceovers, yeah, very relaxing, therapeutic stuff. I said they're like, it's almost like ASMR videos because she has a really good voice for that. But she's like, no, it's just me cleaning cars. And I said, okay, well, even better.
There you go.
So
Matter of fact.
G. Davis says the bark and purr bar mitzvah.
I loved it. Han says, Levi,
right.
G-Days was still taking his old man sleep. I'm napping, sure. That's right. And Graham, Anthony, are you aware of a YouTuber called the Car Cleaning Guru?
Graham,
We
I've
have
been
been
watching.
for
I've been
many
watching the Car
years.
Cleaning Guru
Many,
for
many years.
many
Literally,
years.
when we started the rag company, that was one of the channels we
I've
saw
actually
kind of
I've
like-
actually watched his videos for close to 6 years now.
Yeah.
I've seen the Car Cleaning Guru stuff, and
They're oh
he's
so
always had
pleasing.
that very relaxing voice, and his stuff's always really well
So Morgan,
shot.
when we were at Waxstock, Graham brought us an entire advent calendar of Iron Brew.
What?
24
Yeah.
cans of Iron Brew.
full on.
Iron Brew Extra. The
Yeah,
kind we
the
like.
sugar-free kind.
The sugar-free
So-
kind.
Because the regular kind will absolutely send all your teeth flying out of your mouth immediately.
So we were
Oh.
shotgunning Iron Brews in the parking lot. We were getting crazy with it.
It was nuts. And then we had Alan come over,
Yeah.
proper
Oh,
Scotsman, join us for
Yeah.
those.
Man knows
He
his
said,
Iron
this is
Brew.
how we do it. And then Specky, another Scotsman,
Yeah, just- he was
came
walking
over and was
around.
like, you guys are a bunch of wimps for running with the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's sugar-free. You need the real sugar. Then proceeded to have one of the 1901 bottles, full sugar. He shotgunned that in front of us.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was
was like,
crazy. He
holy
didn't even
cow.
take a breath.
He didn't. It was insane.
He was
Totally
a true
insane.
Scotsman. That was crazy, man.
Okay, I have a weird thought just involving the Car Cleaning Guru. Whenever I hear his voice, it reminds me of
welcome.
Paul Rudd's John Lennon
Oh, okay,
impersonation
yeah.
in Walk Hard, the Dewey
There you go,
Cox story.
yeah.
There's no limit to what you can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
hairy housewife saying,
true.
my story's online somewhere. That's right, huh? And then Hans, did you guys film a new foam, Yakar McMurry style, now that the Queen is back? No, we didn't. We haven't done that yet. Bait Addict, you guys should look up a company called Quantum Works and see who the owner is.
Quantum works.
Very odd. Yeah, we know. We know Bait Addict.
Oh,
We do?
I don't.
You know?
Quantum Coin.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah.
leave it at
Dino,
that. We'll
guys
leave it
from the
at
UK, does anyone know what happened with JP Details YouTube channel? I don't know that one. I don't know. Put that in the ether. Bearded Hunter. Yes, I love that idea, Anthony.
Which one? Which one? Be more specific. Which idea?
Comes up with all of them.
I'll be
all
building
the
a
time.
podcast studio at my house where we can have offshore podcasts.
Well, no, Dane, I would like the shore in the podcast room.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So massage chair, pool,
Ooh,
I
like
preferably
that.
the massage
Yeah.
chair in the pool.
I could just
We
turn
do
my
the-
entire downstairs with the
What about
massage chair.
the, what
into
about
a
the
studio
dog?
if
What
you
about
want.
your dog hole? We could fit in there.
Wow, phrasing. Okay.
There is that hole in his house for his dog.
Yeah, he has a hole in his house for
Literally,
his dog.
you know where people have like a
do this
closet
anymore.
under their stairs?
You mean a
In
dog
my
room?
house,
He's got a
the
dog room.
previous owner, because they built the house custom and weird but in a fun way, they built a hole
It's a
under the
nook.
stairs, a big nook, but like not very tall, but it goes
but
deep
it's all done up.
for
It's
the
beautiful.
golden retrievers to like just go and hang out in.
Yeah.
That's so
That's what I'm saying. We
nice.
turned the
So
dog
like
hole.
fireworks and stuff, just go hide in there.
Can she
Yeah.
fit
So-
in there?
She can, but she has to like arm
So
her.
Dane,
Yeah.
I gave Dane one of my cats.
You did not.
Yeah, so
Yes.
he has.
I
Wait,
have
when did
one
you
of
when
Levi's
did you
cats.
get more than one?
I've always had more than one.
Okay,
No.
we're getting a little
Okay,
off
we're
track
way
here.
off.
Anyway,
G.
anyway,
Davis says,
she's a Russian blue polydactyl.
all right.
So yeah, I got a polydactyl.
Her name's
cat
Sassy.
G.
Of course you do,
Davis
Dane.
now. G. Davis.
says,
Nothing
is it
normal
true
for Dane.
Morgan's in town for the launch of Anthony's exclusive line of inflatable pool dog swimwear? She is, right? She's actually coordinating the event, right?
God.
You know, glad to have her.
Well, you can go to the newly developed website to pick those up.
Oh wow.
Items.
Good.
G. Dave, Bill Pearson. Howdy, fellas, from sunny SoCal, southernmost point of the contiguous United States. Bill, how's it going?
That's
Yeah,
one way
yeah.
of looking at what the South. is,
Hans,
sure.
you're always welcome here with your ideas, Anthony. Might even have to film them too. I'd love it.
Wow.
Oh,
See?
man, thank
Everybody's
you,
liking
Hans.
it.
You're very supportive
So
of me.
thoughtful.
Appreciate that.
Steve and Twistle. Steve and Twistle. How about revisiting your very first cars with a view to detailing older vehicles with modern day products?
Right? That could all be in
Yeah,
that
that's all-
podcast.
looks like it
That
all
could
fit in
all
there.
be in that
Write that
podcast.
down. Write that
Definitely
down.
Good, solid ideas
these are
for
great
later.
ideas.
I'll mark that one. Add to queue. There you go.
Umberto sending a wave, a thumbs up, and flowers for
backwards.
Morgan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, nice.
And then G Day says, if it's after hours, does that mean risque jokes are encouraged?
Yeah,
You never know.
It's a little
Augie
more
burped
allowable.
on my podcast, so I'm sure anything's,
breaking the
limit.
ice.
Yeah.
Wow, anything goes, huh?
Yeah, he burped right into the microphone.
Wow, he's so brave.
He's pretty impressive. Harry Housewife, how about a Harry Housewife YouTube channel watch along with you guys?
That'd be fun.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I like that. Han says PG-13. Well, G is out then.
Well, yeah, because G and then PG and then PG-13,
Yeah.
then R.
Aaron Allen, what's up, TRC? Checking in from Manhattan, Kansas. How is your Thursday going? I'm training a new employee on interior deep cleaning detailing. Nice.
Very
work.
good.
Good luck with
Nice.
that. Han says, Morgan, how's that big Morgan wagon doing?
Oh my God,
Whoa.
it's still alive.
It is?
Whoa,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we named her Bethel.
Bethel.
And
Bethel.
That's a name.
she's a hauler. She is a hauler because we do have to sometimes take things to
Put her- hook
machine
a trailer?
shops or pick up large items from
does some
around
towing?
town. So she does a little bit of towing. She did have to save the M3 one time when I actually DB'd it again, which was kind of my last straw on the stance life. So yeah, she's doing good, but she doesn't drive that much anymore because gas is too expensive. And we recently bought a Honda Civic Hybrid, which is pretty much the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I
I'm
get 60
sure it
miles
is.
per
Honda
gallon.
Civics are-
First gen?
Great.
No, it's a 2003.
3. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's a 7th gen Civic is what it is.
Well, no, I mean first gen of the hybrids. though.
Yeah.
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 So that's the EM2 body.
EM2
style.
body, so yeah.
Yeah.
Four-door?
Yes.
Nice. And
Those can be picked up
And
pretty
you are
cheap.
you are admitting that you like driving a Honda Civic.
I love it. I would like to buy more.
What?
Wow.
Am I
Yeah.
hearing this
Look at that.
correctly?
Crazy. All right.
You like the Honda stuff?
Love it.
Han says, yes, Dane,
Wow.
good man, giving Morgan some time to speak.
I'm trying.
There you go.
You know?
Then you got Mig M saying, howdy, y'all. Dino saying, Morgan grew up. Like
I
how?
did.
And then Han says, good Zoom. MS, what would you say the Purple Pearl is a multi-purpose towel? And how good is it on paint when using it with sealants? How does it compare to the FTW Edgeless 300, 365? It's closer to the Edgeless 300 in terms of use and feel. I love it. I think I use it all the time for
Pearls are
everything.
awesome.
The Purple Pearl. It's one of my favorites. It's my favorite in the lineup at the moment. Andy Stilley saying, can't wait for my July 20 order that includes my first IK Pro Pro 12 foamer. Looking forward to this being in my arsenal and learn how to put it to good use. I told Andy he could be calling you about how to do.
I know, Andy. You need to call me.
Stuff.
Sorry, I got your email the other day, and I've been slammed this week with all these calls, and so just give me a call, man, and we can answer all your questions, walk you through everything.
Michelle Eden.
Whoa.
Good God, says,
how do I clean rotted octopus guts off my Mazda Miata? The paint is green.
Question.
And then her
How
next
did they get
question.
there?
No, her next question says, I'm in a rush.
Oh, no.
So, Michelle,
this is like a
What's
deep
going
situation.
on?
here's what we're gonna do.
I feel like
we're
there
gonna
has to be more
we're gonna
to the
pull
story.
into a pay and spray.
Oh, yeah.
The first things first.
Because that drain.
Throw some quarters in the. Pop some quarters.
Man.
Maybe run your debit card. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Pull out that pressure washer and start spraying.
Yeah.
Get it off. Just get it off the car. That's your first
Are
thing.
we dealing with just the guts or physically the carcass
I
itself?
have no idea.
Because the thing is, if the carcass is there and not rotted, right, consider smoking it.
Yeah.
Octopus makes a great jerky. It's delicious.
Yeah. You never know.
It's already
Could be.
salted.
I think it's just the guts. 'Cause
She also
we've
says the
got
octopus
follow-up.
guts stink terribly.
I believe it.
And
Octo
is there an
stink remedy.
octo stink remedy? So get it off the car. She says green paint with clear coat. Get it off the car completely. Just get it off. After that, see about getting it detailed, maybe professionally. Way to do it.
Yeah.
Dino says, but grew up sounding like a proper businesswoman.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Nice.
PJ Gravely. Umberto in Puerto Rico says it's summer all year long here and very humid in Puerto
believe
Rico. PJ Gravely saying, I'm trying to get up my interior detailing. I hear a lot about the Flex Citrus and the Flex Ice. Have any of you tried Flex? Because I'm debating between Flex product versus Terminator and Carpet Bomber. No idea what you're talking about, PJ. Haven't tried either of those. I will just tell you that Terminator and Carpet Bomber are proven.
When somebody says flex, I think polishers.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by that. So,
all right, on to page 4. Fair, yeah.
Broad Bill Hunter.
Where is she talking about?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, talking about locations and basically getting hit with a
I'm
wall.
in South Florida. It's like
yeah.
detailing in a steam room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having detailed in Florida a few times, I think we've all gotten to experience that firsthand.
Yeah. And then Umberto says you can go to the beach though anytime. Then G. Davis says Hans Closen is so inclusive and caring. He adopted Luke Berge and Bait Addict, step baiting.
Oh my god.
And then Bates just
man.
laughing.
This is dying. The Bearded Hunter says San Antonio Cars and Coffee is this Saturday.
Yep, and it's always at Fiesta, Texas.
Nice.
Is it?
Yeah, and I just can't. I just don't feel like driving that far.
So you know Bearded Hunters are one of our Q2 Grand Ambassadors?
Oh really?
Yeah.
From
Good
this
dude.
year.
Good
From this
dude.
year, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
the one
he's-
that just ended.
And he,
right?
and he's down there, and so he'd be happy to show you around, right?
Hang out.
there
He's
you
very
go.
knowledgeable in those things, right? Knows a lot about detailing, knows a lot about
He's
premium
also
detailing
he was
products.
also a
And
listener
Morgan, you can
in the
use-
Morgan days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can use this code for 15% off.
Well,
Oh,
what's
thank
that
you
code,
so
Anthony?
much.
I think it's Bearded Hunter 15, or is it the Bearded Hunter 15? One of them.
We'll have him clarify that in the
Anyway.
comments for all of you listening.
G. Davis says the microwave wet blanket is an actual amenity at Dane's pool.
My
Stop.
amenities are a little less than
Dane, when are you
great
gonna set
compared
up
to
that
anybody.
damn pool so we can actually start like having fun?
When the cover arrives, which should be today or tomorrow.
Oh, well, I'm going to be out of town, so.
Oh.
So the thing is, Levi
James
can't give you any
Martinez.
fatherly advice on how to
Yeah.
shock that pool back to good shape.
Phew, dodge that bullet. Okay, so.
James Martinez saying greetings from NYC, and then Han says your adoption's up next. Better start eating some Stroop waffles, otherwise you'll stick out like a sore thumb. G.
fathers.
Conversation is like we're
We are
so far.
so
Yeah,
far
G. Davis
off.
Morgan.
always
When
like
you're at a
this still?
car show,
It's chaotic.
do they move to the front like they did Anthony at the local Honda dealer?
Yeah.
That
You know they put me in the back.
they put you in the back.
Oh, at the car show he
I
went
The
to.
most
Yeah.
famous Honda guy in Boise.
Why does this always
They
happen
hid
to
his
you?
car in the back.
When they
I-
specifically told him about the
I
show because
think it's
they wanted
because
him
there
to be
was.
featured.
I think it's because there was somebody else there
Yeah, somebody
that doesn't
else.
like you.
So probably, but I pulled up and they just said, find a spot. The back's free.
It's
So
like,
I
row
parked in the
4.
very far back of the lot.
Because they only wanted the stock type R's to be up front.
Well, no, they pulled Jimmy's girlfriend's car because it was basically a new Honda.
Well, hers is
Accord,
the most
so
famous
It definitely
Accord.
looked the part for a dealership to want to sell new Accords.
No,
like,
it's,
oh, hey,
it's
look at
fine
this.
though. I just filmed a whole video for him. It's just not that big of a deal. It's just my work and time and effort. And,
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
sound
that's the
salty
dealership
or,
that you
or
got the car
spiteful
from,
at
too,
all.
huh?
Yeah, it was the dealership that I got the car from, which is its origin story, and they treat me.
So they really missed out on.
Honestly, they just wanted me to go back to where I came from, right?
Yeah.
The back of the parking lot,
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
right.
okay.
So
Well, that
Steven
car
here,
was hidden in the back,
Yeah.
and you did buy it for under a couple $1,000.
So Steven here, I think that coating may be a certain DIY detailing coating from a certain friend of TRC. No.
Nope.
No, it is not.
Sorry, Steven.
Keep guessing.
It's funny.
People have had so much
Yeah.
fun trying to think.
That's
wait,
funny.
They all thought Ivan was going to show up yesterday and like all this stuff. It's like, no.
Yeah.
It is fun. I love seeing people's guesses, though, and I like the
All over the
enthusiasm.
place.
The funny thing is we've spoken.
Uh-huh.
We've teased this for many months.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you just go back and listen to the episodes.
Man.
Randall Gerlander, what's a good maintenance products for my Adams graphene ceramic coating? I just applied it to it's the 9-year one. And how often should I wash new? New to your channel. Love the 1500 rag I just used. Randall, just some of the Adams line for it's their coating. Use their maintenance products. I don't really know anything about their coating, so sorry.
Adam does drop in from time to time, though.
Yeah, but maybe next time we have Adam on, he'll tell you the right
Andy
ones.
says, stuck at the Doubletree Hotel on a Charlotte layover and hate the wet wall of humidity. Morgan mentioned anything.
Waiting me outside.
Mentioned waiting me outside. Think I'll
Yeah.
just stay in and watch yesterday's live. LOL.
That's
you
about
go.
all you can do is stay inside and just wish
to-
for it to go away.
Bearded Hunter also clarified his code is Hunter 15.
115. Okay, I'm sorry, Hunter. You're
So you're
correct.
welcome.
Yep.
Anthony Tijerina.
Maybe the T is silent and it's just
Ijerina.
Tijerina.
Ijerina.
To her.
We're butchering
Tahernia.
this.
Tahernia. Narnia. Had a question about Morgan. How is detailing your different from what you were used to in Idaho compared to
Okay,
Texas?
that's a
So
good
this
question.
is a simple answer.
Oh.
Everything has converted to being inside. So I basically never wash cars outside anymore because number one, the water is pretty much the worst that I've ever experienced.
How many
Worse
parts
than
per
here?
million are we talking here?
I don't.
Is it water spots?
Oh yeah.
Worse than
yeah.
here?
Oh yeah. Like
What?
like so
Have
bad.
you guys done like actual test strips?
Are you on
or
a well?
anything to see?
No. At
That's
the
city
at
water?
the shop, yes.
Okay.
At our
Things
house,
just turn white or what?
yes, and it's just very. You can just tell that it's not good water. We can't drink the water because it tastes gross, so we don't drink it. We have an actual like a filter that we bought
Yeah.
to drink, and the shower like builds up so bad on because we have a glass,
Yeah.
so it's just like
You can't keep up.
you can't keep up with it, so it's horrible. So I don't wash my car outside in the driveway anymore. I always have to either do O&R inside the garage once the sun has gone down, something, just not with the hose.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, basically just everything has to be inside. I am a baby, I will say that. I know a lot of people can handle it and they're fine and they're like, oh my gosh, you're just complaining. Yes, I am. And I don't feel bad about it because it sucks. So
Yeah, so
Probably not
inside.
wrong.
Well, you were spoiled with deionized water here.
yeah.
You were spoiled with, all the detailing products you could ever want and use and all of that. And so now it's a little bit more unideal. But you know
Yes.
what? Hey, there's a fix for all of those things, right?
Yes.
Down the road. Jeffrey N says best compound and best polish for black paint, right? So
We're going to just say the best polish and compound all in like together, last cut.
Yeah. You won't regret the last cut.
Plain and simple, man. It's just going to be the best combination.
Grant
Black
Hotry
paint
says
doesn't make a difference. It's the same color.
same color.
It doesn't matter.
So
any color of
Grant
any
Hotry
color.
says, Levi, I'm thinking more along the lines of house being right and
Oh, that's
people
fun.
not
That
agreeing
too.
with you.
I don't like it. I don't like the people don't agree with me.
I just had to
I
scold
love-
the guy in the comments.
I love the haters that think I'm like just this new guy that just started out, or that I'm,
Oh, right.
or that I'm a young gun. Like I've been
Yeah.
doing this for. He's just a new guy. Just started doing it.
Well, they do that to him,
Um,
and that's not fair.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's cool.
It's all right,
That's
right?
fine. I've just
people
been
in the
doing this
industry
for-
do that to me too. Like
Yeah.
people that are
Thankfully, no one in the industry does that to me. They know who I am.
no, like people that we work
Grizzled
with
vet,
are like,
yeah.
Anthony, you're just not really. I'm like, that's okay.
Until they see your work and they'll be like, oh.
Yeah, oh, he knows what he's doing. Oh, wow, that's good. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you can produce quality results.
Weird, strange. Moving on, Hans Closen says, Levi, when calculating monthly expenses in your company, how do you calculate in your towels, and do you replace the towels regularly?
So, Hans, this is what I've spoken about this many times. When you're buying your towels, figure out, one, what your cost per towel is, and then calculate a cost per use for each towel. And try and stick to that use. I used to have people that would take a towel and they would mark it with a permanent marker after every wash. When they were getting ready to fold it, they'd put a hash mark on a corner. And that way they knew they've washed it. This is the 5th wash on this towel, or the 6th wash, or whatever in the business. That way they know that if it's, let's say take an Eagle 500 is $5.75 retail, 6 washes is $1 a use, basically, or how that breaks down in your currency. If it's one of those towels, like let's say it's an Eagle 300 where you're buying bulk and you're under $1 a use, if you get 10 uses out of it, that towel costs you 10 cents time. So when you are tossing it, when you go through them, you kind of look and you go, oh, okay, these towels. The other thing I would do is I would mark the calendar when I cracked open a bag of towels. Or mark the box. And mark
so you
it,
can look
and
at your consumption.
That way I knew
consumption rate and how often you're pulling a new bag versus how often you're washing them, then how often you're demoting the towels, and keeping track of are you demoting 15 to 20 towels a week? Are you demoting 5 towels a day?
I'd take a box. Let's say we'll just take Eagle 300s as an example. Yeah. There's a case of Eagle 300s. Let's say they're pre-packed and they're in 10 or 12 packs each pack is, and you've got maybe 5 or 10 packs in there. I would mark that bag as I ripped it open and pull the card out, and I would mark the date that I cracked that bag and put it into use. That way when I come back to grab the next bag, I can see and go, oh, it's been 3 months or 4 months since I open it and I'm grabbing more. If I come back and it's been 2 weeks and my guys have completely destroyed those towels, or 3 weeks, that's when I'm like, ooh, I'm using these a little too much. Yeah, I need to slow down make sure my guys aren't throwing them away or putting them on top of steel wool or leaving them on the floor or any of that kind of stuff. So there's multiple different ways, of figuring that out. Yeah. So Nate,
well, I actually feel like that's a pretty
good.
That
is a good. It's 301. Holy cow!
Point. So, Dane, what are we doing next?
All right. So, for everybody watching right now, don't worry. We'll be back after a few short messages while we go take a little break. Grab maybe some refreshments and such, but we'll be back in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Hello, and welcome back from our little snack attack break thing. Anyway, guys, welcome, gals, welcome. We are in the second half now of Q&A Thursday, where we're just happy to have you all here. And we're happy to have Morgan here. This is fun, and I'm glad that everybody, watching who remembers is like, oh, yeah, I remember that person.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Anything to touch on before we get to more questions and comments?
No, I think we're good.
A lot of questions, Daniel.
Let's do it.
We're 40 minutes behind.
40 minutes ago, we've got
Nate saying, hello, TRC. How's everyone doing today? We're great. Morgan's back here. Hans says, Morgan, look at those. Look at the TRC Discussy group. There is a video of Dane dancing in those slippers. It's pretty awesome.
I'm doing a jig. Yeah.
It's probably the greatest thing ever. Watching that. Demo saying, just tuned in and was surprised to see someone sitting in. It made my day to see Morgan again. From Daniel Mew. Nice.
Now what page am I on?
I think you're still at the top, Dane. You just bounced. You just changed pages, and we weren't even done there.
No, we were. No.
Oh, wait a
minute.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's still 2. Harry Housewife asking about stuff, and then Hans, Levi, are you still sistering those lights? So yes, I have a lot of lights in my garage that are sistered together. We even have 2 lights here that are sistered. So still sistering. Guess what my dad's bringing me?
What's that?
Another air compressor tank.
Ooh. No way. So you're going to have 2 sister tanks.
I'm going to have 2 sister tanks.
Wow.
For my primary tank.
That's pretty impressive.
At a certain point, it becomes
it's called air
questionable.
compressor polygamy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you guys this short little bit here for 4th of July, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
My parents were over at my
Go ahead.
house, and my dad walks in my garage because I was telling him about my pool, right? And I was saying, hey, I gotta,
Is the newest amenity.
and I was showing him the newest minute. I told him I gotta probably pump up the ring in my pool.
Yeah, I'll be right
and
back.
he was like, well, how do you do it? I'm like, well, I run my 100-foot air compressor hose.
Yeah, you've got 100
from
feet. I forgot
the
about
garage to the
Yes, sir.
backyard
Through the house.
And he's like, you got 100 feet of hose? He's like, well, let's pump it up right now. So I walk into the garage.
Yeah.
And he sees my air compressor set up, right? And his mind is blown because he looks at it. My dad is not a guy that knows what like Obsessed Garage is.
Right.
He doesn't know what any of that stuff is about, right?
He's just impressed that you
I
had the
grew up-
mechanical ability to do
I grew
that.
up with a normal garage with a pegboard wall.
Right. Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know, a couple tools on there. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Classic.
But he walks in and he looks and he goes, what the heck? You got this thing on a reel? And he goes, oh, and there's the air compressor down there. He's like, is it on right now? I said, yeah, it's on right now. He's like, it's pretty quiet. He's like, so you have this plugged into this, and then that reel, you can run that reel wherever you want, and you can just do that. He's like, and you have your jack stands mounted underneath there. That looks nice and tidy. I said, yeah, over here's my pressure washer corner. I have my
showed him that,
my
yeah.
wall mount. And I showed him that.
Wow, yeah.
He
You're
goes,
spot free.
yeah, wow, where'd you learn how to do all this stuff? I'm like, I guess
This is what I do for a living, Pops.
it just kind of comes to me, right?
Wow.
And so I showed him how the reel worked and ran the hose back out there, and his mind was just 100 miles an hour. Because he's got a pancake compressor he's had for 20 years.
Probably noisy as
and he
hell,
goes,
yeah.
so I could mount this reel on a wall with 100 feet of hose, and I can blow out my gutters. I said, absolutely, 100%.
blowing
And his
minds.
eyes like lit up, and he goes,
Loved that.
wow, I never even thought about
Such
that.
a juxtaposition because
so-
my dad walks into my garage and goes, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah. What,
and
what's
I
this
go,
kid
and
stuff?
I go, he goes, "So is that one just a dead tank sitting there?" And I said, "No, I have it sistered into
Brad
there."
Gates just
Yeah, and I go, "No, I have
apart
them. I have them.
everything.
I have them
bet it has a
sistered.
hole
I have
in
them
it.
sistered together." And he's like,
Huh.
That's not a lot of air volume."
yeah.
And I go, "It works for what I need it for."
Dad, that's
And he
fine.
goes,
Oh.
"So
Yeah.
you know mine. You know my setup,
It's better
right?"
than yours.
And I go, yeah. And he goes, you realize in my two shops, mine is better. Both of them.
Oh my
And I go, uh-huh. And he goes,
Did I miss the part where
I've got
we're
it.
competing?
He goes, I've got an extra tank just sitting. I don't even use. I'll just bring it over if you want. And I was like, oh, that'd be great. And he goes, you could probably get rid of that tank. You don't need it. And I go, well, I'll add it to the next.
Wow.
I'll sister it all up. And he's
Here
like,
you go, you little
and he
charity
goes,
case.
Oh,
Jeez.
he goes, okay. I guess you could do that. You know, you could just do like what I did. And I go, I don't have the space for a 150-gallon tank.
yeah.
I am sorry. And I don't have the room for a 25 horsepower engine sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
My dad's like, yeah, but mine's quieter than yours. And mine's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
I
Well,
go, well, that's
my
fine.
father was extremely impressed with my setup, my 4.5 gallon setup, and absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
and is
mine
now
wasn't.
going to commit to buying one of the Husky Silent Flows.
I'm very impressed.
with my
Very
same
impressed.
setup because he said, "How much does it cost? What, $600-$700?" I said, "Not at all." I said, "I think all this all in was like maybe like $250-$260." And he goes, "Huh?
Wow.
How?"
Dad's such a nice guy. So
Needless
kind.
to say,
very
my dad
wholesome.
Yeah.
will be having himself a air compressor
I feel like
solution
that's
package
what Jeff would do too.
Wow.
Jeff would
with,
be impressed with
with
that
a,
as
with
well.
a,
I
with
think
a
so.
gutter
Yeah.
blowout option.
Yeah,
Wow.
my dad was not impressed with my setup.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Levi.
Wow.
Anyway,
G. Davis
geez.
Sorry.
says those slippers are available in the gift shop of the Clothes and Motor Lodge in Oregon Transplant Center. Oh my!
Oh, if you wake up in a
God.
bathtub full of ice.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Man with the dragon tattoo strikes
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, Graham Marshall making a comment on all my lighting setup that's going to be coming for Ragnarok. Close Encounters of the Ragnarok
Hey.
kind with that setup. Yep, that's the game plan. Jimmy Moto, happy Friday Eve. I'm finally not wet sanding any Camaros. Very nice. It's been like a year and a half of wet sanding Camaros for him. Today it's the roofs of 3 Traverses that were driven through a chain link
Wait,
fence.
hold on. There was
That's
more than
awesome.
one that went through a chain. So like
That
3 of
sounds
them in a
like-
row.
a very strange coincidence.
That's pretty cool.
He works around a lot of GM products, so I kind of read between the lines on that. But yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I
Why
like
did they
his
all
sign.
go-
I do like his sign.
Yeah. No,
Help.
it's a cry for help.
Jimmy, that
every
sounds
time you
like
comment.
it sounds like a Fast and
that.
Furious heist situation.
Yeah.
Is what that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's very
We
specific.
got 3
damage.
traverses.
Why traverses?
Well, you need to carry lots of people in.
Well, I
in
understand.
gear.
Yeah, you just
No,
fill
they're
lots of
filming
things in there.
Fast 10 right now, so
That's
it could have
probably
been
what it is.
cars from that.
Oh, wow.
David Bram, is that ultra clay towel fine enough not to have to do a polish after using
It actually,
yes.
it actually is. Yes. Weirdly enough, we're gonna make a future video on how to clay a coating in a very fine surface without inducing marring,
So-
and I'll be doing that one myself.
So last night I made sloppy joes for the kids.
Not any slop dogs.
I didn't make. I thought about it. I thought about making slop dogs. I was a little.
So Morgan,
confused
you
about
missed
it.
you missed this.
You're probably
ready
for the
to.
best.
So a hot dog with sloppy Joe mix on top of it.
Instead of like a chili dog, it's a slop dog.
But it's sloppy Joes and then a piece of American cheese on top melted.
So there's no hot dog.
no,
There
it's a hot
is
dog.
A hot dog.
It
So
is
it's a hot dog with a bun,
And
then
sloppy
we
Joe on top.
Sloppy Joe on top.
Slop some sloppy Joe stuff on top.
Do we have
with
any like
cheese.
vegetables on the side?
Well,
No,
no,
they
there's
have potato
vegetables.
chips.
There's
There's
vegetables in the sloppy Joe
Yeah,
mix if you
there's-
get the
there's
thick and
potato-
chunky kind.
Potato chips to go along with the sloppy
It's like
Joe.
tomatoes
Okay.
and onions and
So
celery
it's
and
in
stuff.
the neighborhood of chili dogs.
Kind of like a chili dog, but it's a slop,
Slop
dog.
dog.
And a slice of American cheese on top.
Slice of American cheese.
Yeah.
Would you eat it?
It'd probably be pretty insane.
Would you eat it?
No.
Okay, well, anyway.
But I like
Crushed.
sloppy joes.
Okay, well,
So
So-
you know what, Morgan? You know what I like about you? You're not above sloppy Joes.
That's right.
There's some people that don't like loose meat,
I'm a
right?
sloppy
And they're
Joe
sitting at
elitist.
this
Anthony,
table.
Loose
Yeah.
meat sandwiches ain't for me, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
See,
but
when
a
we had
slop
this,
dog, I will eat a slop dog because
but it's loose meat, Dane.
there's a hot dog in it, though, so that counteracts.
we told you- what if we
The
told you-
firmness of that hot dog does not counteract the looseness of the other meat.
Correct.
I'm telling you, man, I think it makes a
Yeah.
difference. Texturally, it's different.
Oh, this can't
Hans,
be real.
speaking of
This can't
loose
be
meat,
real.
Hans says, G. Davis,
What?
loose organs and gain wooden shoe slippers, you'll walk on clouds.
Wow, and you thought this was a detailing
I think it
podcast.
means lose organs and gain some slippers.
So I'm finding out nothing has changed.
Hans says
No,
KW
this place
is
is so
legit
chaotic.
stuff.
Okay,
I
good.
had KW V1 Inox
Hey, there
on
you
my
go.
previous car. I don't know what that is. I'm
Hans
assuming it's the
knows
flex stuff.
Performance. Hans
Oh, he's
knows.
talking about the suspension.
Yeah.
KW.
Yeah.
V1 Inoxes. Nice. There we go. Rye guy. Hey, y'all. What's everyone's go-to method for cleaning plasti-dipped wheels safely? Lightly dirty. I would just O&R them, but what about heavy-duty cases? Well, Rye, I'm going to tell you.
We actually have a video where we did that.
No, I stripped that stuff.
Yeah, you straight up stripped it.
If they're
it's
really
tough.
bad, you're pretty much going to destroy them.
Well,
Like, you're gonna remove the plasti dip, so you can-
holds on because it's so porous. It holds on to a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can try to hit it with an APC. You can try to agitate it with a brush. It's weird because plasti dip eventually gets to that point where it's so old it becomes
Yeah.
hard but brittle, and the brittleness starts to flake off. But it's still hard enough to be able to take a brush to it. But realistically, after taking APCs to plasti dip, time and time again, the black or the color of that plasti dip will start to fade, and it's trying to start to look bad anyways. Do what you can. Pressure wash, O&R. O&R probably the best thing. And try to see how long you can keep it going before redoing it.
Yeah.
Project Arson says,
No.
how much... Oh, that's not what that says.
No.
How much foam is
did
too
we-
much foam? Too much foam is I think...
Never enough.
No, there is too much foam, Morgan.
Depends who you ask.
Not in your opinion, right?
Okay.
I
Well,
think that too
refer
much
to your
foam...
Wash Wednesday for all the foaming.
See,
advice
I like
you'll
to
ever
have
need.
fun, but if you're being,
Anthony,
if you're
you're always
thinking
the man who puts a lot of foam
economically,
on.
Okay, I like a lot of
different.
foam, right? But there is a point where there's too much foam when your cowling underneath your windshield has collected so much foam inside there that when you're pressure washing, you're still blowing out foam
that's fun.
like
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes.
That's
It's
fun.
not
My kids
fun.
jump and
It
dance in
is
that.
fun because it's like
It's like a foam party.
Yeah.
My kids run around like it's a sprinkler.
I know,
yeah.
and I have
They get very
those
excited
same
about it.
kids that walk down my street. See Anthony's washing a car with foam and snow, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of other chemicals involved, and they start stomping around in my gutter, and they're like, "It's fun." And then the one kid says, "Dad, my feet itch," and I say,
can't
"Hey,
taste anything
I said,
anymore.
you need to get your
Lemon.
I said, "You need
My
to get
skin burns.
get your
Oh,
child
no.
out of that foam." Like, oh, Anthony, they're having a blast. They love when you do this stuff. And I
should
said,
make- is this
"They
all
are
safe?"
going to get chemical burns because
No,
there's some
they're
chemistry
not.
happening. Morgan, I use some weird stuff sometimes.
There are
Okay.
different kinds of foams. Let's just clarify that. Some are
Rye guy.
caustic.
Right, guy, we already answered that question. That was a double question.
Yep.
Stilly's lint question. I've had an infestation of lint. Ordered a bunch of new towels to combat it. However, I'm stumped on what I did wrong. I always wash with rags to riches and I never put them in the dryer. I don't know what my user error is at this point, and I'd like to figure it out with the new towels being en route and nonetheless from TRC. Stilly's, just make sure that you wash the towels brand new by themselves, just by themselves. The problem can come if you're mixing old towels with new towels. That's my guess. So that's it.
Grant says, as the CM Punk of GTR detailing, Morgan, what GTR you are storing?
So if you're a common
head?
if you're a common GTR video
Enthusiast?
watcher on
Well,
YouTube,
that's his right there, I'm pretty sure. So
yes, you will probably have at some point come across one of my boyfriend Calvin's videos. So to make a long story short, he imported an R32 GTR. We did it ourselves, not like through a broker, whatever you call those people. And we made a couple mistakes along the way out of excitement.
There's a whole donut episode about it.
There is a whole
Yeah.
donut media episode about it, so you can check that out if you would like to cry alongside with us. But yeah, it's an R32 GTR, and it is a full 100% restoration, engine-wise, body-wise, suspension-wise, everything-wise. So
yeah,
come along with us. We're having a lot of fun. We're losing a lot of sleep.
It's an
and-
R32?
Yes.
It's Godzilla, I believe that the GTR
That is the
people
true
refer
Godzilla.
Yeah.
that
the OG.
as, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the R32, the true Godzilla, the OG. Then there was that weird thing that kind of happened between that and then the R34. And the R34.
I don't think Grant likes you saying that.
R34 is the one that I
R-
drove.
R34 is one that you drove and
Yeah.
is, I mean, it is a poster child
Yeah. Beautiful car.
GTR.
Beautiful car.
Amazing. And now
Yeah.
a $250,000 car at the very least.
Nuts.
Just insane
Had a
how much
chance,
those held
probably
their
could have bought
value.
one.
I'm gonna skip all that and just get a Hakuska or like C10 or whatever that is. They really want the 70s
Chevy
one.
C10.
No.
Okay.
But in all
very nice.
seriousness, I do like the R33
70s
the more I
fast
have.
pass.
Chevy
That thing was
C10.
dope.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
G.
I know what you're
Davis
talking about.
says, I'm as excited for the new coating as Alex Duar was to wear just his Grandmaster of the Year sweater in Dane's massage chair. Visually, that is so specific.
Yeah,
and
very specific.
It's weird that
Literally
I can see
3
that.
people understand what's going on, and the rest are like, "Why am I still watching this?"
Yeah. Han says, just kick a few times under the table, Morgan. That will keep the boys silent.
Ooh, do I have permission?
Harry Housewife saying, when the foam doesn't stick on a car and falls off in clumps, it's useless. I like to have my foam a little like double cream, heavy cream in the USA, not shaving foam. No, like a wet foam. Yo Hurl, happy Friday, Evol. Welcome back, Morgan.
Nice.
Very nice. Tyler Graff, given the answer to my previous question, are you guys hiring? Lol. Tyler, we're always hiring, always firing. No, I'm just kidding. That was a line I used to use when people would ask if I was hiring. I said, I'm always hiring, I'm always firing. And my guys would all look around like,
They're like,
I
oh,
haven't fired
no.
anybody in like ever. So, Tyler, if you're local and you're interested in working, email John at
Or you're interested in becoming
theragcompany.com.
local.
There you go.
Yeah, everyone likes to move here.
Yeah.
Project Arjun.
Pain.
What are some of the great alternatives to O&R for rinseless washes? Hey,
There
just
we go.
jumping the gun.
Yeah, just jump.
Are there any solutions for rinseless washing wheels? You can rinseless wash everything, man. Just watch the hearse video I just did, where I washed a hearse.
Yeah, what was the deal with that?
One of my customers from back in the day,
Yeah.
who used to own a funeral home, who I used to detail all his hearses, he passed away. So I called his daughter and said, "Can I wash the hearse that's going to be taking your dad to the cemetery?" And she
Yeah.
said, "Oh my God, yes, that'd be amazing. But we're not using our funeral home. We're using our friend's funeral home. They want to do all this stuff for my dad." And I said, "Well, could I wash their hearse if they'd be okay?" So she
That's
asked
sweet.
him, and they brought it down here, and I washed and cleaned it for him.
So he rolled in style.
That way, because he always liked his cars clean, and that was his big thing when I had my shop. He'd bring the hearse in every couple weeks, and all of his personal cars, his RV, his Escalade, the flower cars, the limos, everything had to be spotless. That's just how he wanted his stuff. It always had to look top notch, and that was just part of his funeral
That's nice.
packages.
I imagine
So-
there's many hearses out there that don't get detailed.
Oh,
and
well,
they probably are nightmares.
So
if
before
you look
me, he was looking at repainting one of his hearses because of how bad the paint had gotten on it. Because he goes, we're just washing it with Dawn dishwashing soap. I always want it clean, but I don't know what else to do. And we try to wax it the old style, and it's just not working. And the paints are. So I compounded, polished, and coated it one of them for him.
Wake it back up.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Randy Ricochet saying, what is your opinions on claying while iron remover is on the paint? You can do that. Currently using a wheel cleaner iron remover that feels like it has enough lubricity, but is not an industry standard. No, it is. You can use it. It's totally fine. And it is an industry standard
Just probably one panel at a time.
standard operating procedure. Yeah.
Greeting from the deep. Brownicle says, "Greetings from the deep south, and good to see Morgan."
Hey, guys.
And then we got G. Davis says, "Treat bucket is also what Dane calls the backseat of the T-bird." Holy crap, that was good.
That's awesome.
Oh my god!
I literally cannot keep
Morgan,
doing
you got to
this.
see the
Wow.
T-bird in
Yeah,
person.
you haven't seen the
Oh,
T-bird
man.
yet.
We're not going to
It's
make you
out
sit
there.
in the treat bucket, but I mean, it is.
Yeah, Lordy.
And then Arjun asking, what's the best way to compound glass? Is it possible to compound glass using hands? Yeah, Clarity Cream by PNS is a great glass cleaner, or great glass polish for that. And Arjun, any rinseless wash will work. Most of the rinseless wash options really do work. We just really like O&R over all of those for a number of different reasons. So Armin Avila says you can use a clay towel with O&R for the interior glass to remove, I'm assuming, the lint, but
I can see that probably.
you could do that.
Yo, Hurl says, "Can you add a spray coating over Uno Protect, either on paint, glass, or headlights?"
No.
I don't think it'll stick very well, man.
Yeah.
G. Davis says, "Dane, I respect your disdain for children. Don't give in
you
to
just
the
spell
pressure
disdain
to
like that?
procreate."
Are you kidding me?
Thanks, buddy.
This is
Harry
unhinged.
Housewife Darren saying, right, guys, I'm off. The wife's home. Some late night wiring to attend to. We'll catch up with you later on the replay. Thank you, Darren. We appreciate it, brother. Luke Berge is in the house saying, I got a message saying Morgan was on, so I had to stop by and say hi.
Whoa.
Hey, Luke. How's it going? Am I moving back to Boise? In my head, yes.
There you go.
She feels like she's kind of back home. And
It's almost like I never left.
Yeah, right? Weird how that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz, is it hard to care for vinyl wrap detailing wise? I want to wrap my GT3 RS, but I'm worried it will peel like Plastidip did in the old days. So, Nick, I've had
better than
had vinyl on my car for 3 years now, and it's just now starting to go in certain spots. However, it really depends on the installation. So the installer of the vinyl wrap has to be a top-notch installer. I'd recommend looking for Avery Dennison certified wrap installers. They're the best ones to use. For the biggest thing is how you care for it. If you care for it just like you care for your paint, where you're keeping it clean, you're keeping it protected, it will last for the 3 to 5 years that it's scheduled to last. If you just put it on and forget about it and don't do anything, yes, it will peel. Yes, it will start to deteriorate.
I'm a good example of someone who doesn't like
You're on your
baby
car
the
wash,
exterior of
Dane.
their car the way that some of our detailer friends do, where they're
But you
constantly
keep
on
it
top of
garaged.
But my point is, even with the way I take care of my cars, like in a very kind of like, let's be honest,
Lackadaisical.
lazy fashion,
I wasn't gonna say lazy.
laissez-faire,
Yeah.
hands off
Yeah.
kind of way, it still looks really good.
You did a
really
good. You did do
So
a good job,
That wrap on
and you
the
could still
Jag,
detail it like
a year plus later still looks just
Nick.
as good.
Go back and watch after this
Literally
is over.
yesterday,
Watch
yeah.
yesterday's live we posted on the channel, or I wash and coat and I did a little polishing on Dane's wrapped car 1 year
Yeah.
later. So and it
your
still looks great.
Your GT3 RS would definitely look good like that. If it's color change you want to do, whatever you want to do to it, I'd recommend it.
The
I've
key
been
is
really happy
treating
with the result.
it. Key is treating it like paint. If you treat it like paint, it will last. So
Forced Induction Drive is excited to
Hey.
see Luke. And then
It's a reunion.
Morgan's not moving back anytime soon. But Graham Marshall says, have you seen Guru's latest video? If not, you should wink.
What am I missing?
I have not seen it yet,
Oh.
but we'll definitely check it out.
Take a look.
G Davis says hello, Luke Berge, and then Dino says Luke coming in hot. He's like a freight train.
like a
They're all
It's like
they're all
that. He's like that
excited.
Alan Jackson song, "Freight Train."
Yeah, crazy, man.
It's like a diesel locomotive.
Steven, where have you been?
UK on.
no,
Just
Morgan,
joining.
where have you been?
Where's Morgan been? We missed her.
I've been in Texas.
Texas.
Forgot my hat. Sorry, everyone.
Oops. 40 gallon.
Yeah.
All right.
Bait Addict, did something happen, Levi? Just seems so bizarre and a complete 180 from what I was expecting with that quantum stuff. I really like their products too. Sad to see what happened. So, Bait Addict is referring to Wowos. So, Quantum is what Fraser, he sold his business, sold Wowos to another guy who's another Scotsman. We don't know what's going on with Wowos at the moment, but Fraser sold the company and moved to Dubai and started a
Bitcoin company
called a crypto company called Quantum Coin.
I mean, most cryptocurrencies are in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah. So that's what he's doing. And hey, kudos to him.
No.
We wish him the best, man. Good
Do your
luck.
thing, I guess.
So, but yeah, it is a complete 180. So I don't know what all transpired, but he's really happy. I've messaged him a couple times. He's enjoying himself. He's having a blast down there. He really likes Dubai. And yeah, so.
Luke says, I think that's the first time I've heard Luke and hot in the same sentence since my Amish dancing videos. Oh my gosh, Luke. Carson Black says, what is the fastest way to clay a car? Fastest way would be using the Ultra Clay Towel or
Ultra Clay Towel
Mitt
or Ultra Clay Mitt.
and using O&R at 256 to 1.
Or soap up that car, wash it, spray some snow foam on there. And
I think that'd be pretty fast.
down.
I think I could equally do it just as fast with O&R.
You could, yeah.
At one, not 256.
honestly,
at 128 to 1.
IK Pro 2 at
God
128 to 1, God mode,
bam.
soak the car down with it, and then just take your clay towel,
Yeah.
dunk it in a bucket, and just start working.
Look at that insane stance.
Yeah.
It looks like an FRS
It looks
in
like
the picture
Steve's
there.
old car. Is that
It's
Steve's?
very pixelated, though.
But then
I think it's
again,
an FRS. It's hard
I
to
feel
tell.
like all stance.
Dino laughing, and then G.
Yeah.
Davis says the car cleaning crew's voice
does the same.
is the voice of Hans Hypnotic Seduction
Oh, no.
900 chat line.
We left 800 numbers. Now we're to 900 numbers.
Randy Ricochet says if you guys are going to do these podcasts on origins and products, it would be great if you were to include the Grand Ambassadors.
That would
is
be
fun.
cool.
We
I could
actually,
see
you know,
that.
for a time early on, we did do some podcasts with our early Grand Ambassadors, just kind of like to try it out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do something.
Yeah,
like that
and
again.
it was always, how do I say this? Not everybody's great on camera, not everybody's
Sure.
great on voice podcast.
Yeah.
Post
stuff.
good content, but maybe they aren't necessarily comfortable doing stuff.
Yeah, and we had
live,
talked
real
about
time.
it, and we'd gone back and forth on planning to do more of those and kind of involving more people. Gosh, it's just really what it is. It's easiest when we have everybody under one roof in this room to be able to do that kind of content, because the second it becomes remote, there's more technical errors that happen, and they only ever happen when you're trying to do something remote
Correct.
like that.
Yeah.
It makes
All
things a
right.
little bit more difficult.
So
but we
I'm
can
gonna
see.
power through some of these because we're
You want to
still
start from the
45
do you want to start from the
minutes.
bottom and power?
Yeah.
Do you want to power
Well,
through
you
it?
can generate
Well,
a lot of power from
It's
the bottom.
3:30.
so-
We're only on page 4.
I know,
so
but
we'll
we're
get through
46
these.
minutes behind, Dane. I want to at least get to 30 minutes behind.
Okay, they're
All
going to
right?
move faster.
Here
than
we
I
go.
think you think.
Gabriel Garcia.
Yeah, so I've never actually heard of that guy. Is he someone I should know?
I don't even know who he is,
I
but
don't
he's
know
like,
who
if
that
only
is.
Morgan McMurray visited
Never
earlier.
heard
Well,
of
he
that
doesn't
guy.
even have a
Anyway,
picture.
Yeah,
Can't be that
he must
weird.
be an
Who's that guy?
NPC.
Hans says black bead maker and a clay disc or clay towel. Ultra clay. Hans, ultra clay. Stop using other stuff. Ultra clay, you're a TRC guy. Bait Addict, what do you guys think about the PNS interior system? Just bought a 16 ounce of each to see how they are for interior work.
It's awesome,
They're
Dave.
awesome. They're great. There should be staples in your project. Grant says Dane's dog hole is the pit in the living room from Joe Dirt.
It puts
And
the
then
lotion on the
serving-
skin.
Oh!
20 bucks from Luke Berge. Here's
at
to
that.
Morgan being back. Thank you,
That's
Luke.
Morgan,
Appreciate it.
Morgan, we're gonna use that money to stuff our faces with more slop dogs.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I literally can't. I need to go home.
You have to
You're,
stay.
you're contractually obligated to stay till
Okay.
for another 34 minutes,
Okay,
36
good.
minutes, 26
You know
minutes.
that ankle bracelet doesn't come off until that.
Luke, can you call me out of here?
Hans says
Someone
it's a
help.
great trio of products that I use for really nasty, not bad. You could use Polestar too. Luke says I am now officially a Toyota guy with that new TC whip. That's right. Luke's
that-
rocking that new
You
Scion
picked that up for
TC.
$800.
Yeah.
We're all
awesome.
really being gas conscious.
cheap
these
car,
days. I
cheap
love
car
it.
challenge.
Luke,
Front-wheel
I
drive
would
hatchback.
sand that damn thing
I love
down.
those little TCs.
Dude, he needs to get that thing into
honestly.
base coat, get rid of all that clear. Just try to save whatever base coat he can. Just shoot it with 2K again.
Well,
It's New York. It's not going to last more
Where's
than 5
Pennsylvania?
minutes.
It's hard to
Pennsylvania.
think about it now
Luke
this
is in
way, but
Pennsylvania.
Luke's in Pennsylvania.
when the
when?
TC
Since
came
always.
out, the whole appeal
When
of
he
it
came to
was
see
that
us in New Jersey, he drove up.
you got a
from
panoramic
Pennsylvania.
sunroof on a car that was
No.
cheap, and that
Yes.
was very unusual. That panoramic
Scion
sunroof is
as a
big
brand-
deal.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't
Dino-
that?
It doesn't exist anymore.
Dino says, "Holy cow! There's 110 people on here."
We're just as surprised,
Yeah.
Dino.
Kirby
People
Thompson
watch this.
chilling out in the Houston area of Texas, saying Flex is a brand dedicated to carpet cleaning, aka Serrano's detailing YouTuber. Ah, that
Okay,
makes sense.
okay.
Stephen Davies says, working in a dealership in the UK, employed by them. If they give you one day to machine polish a heavily scratched car, what do you think the results they should expect? Well, Stephen, if it was me, that car would already be done in less than 3 hours. I don't waste time when I'm machine polishing on stuff. You should be able to
He's
get
a
it done
Yeah.
with either 1 or 2 steps using the right products for a heavy machine polishing.
Yeah.
It should be doable. The problem is if you're working for a dealership, they're looking for results, but they're not looking for show car standards. They're looking for clean. They don't mind too many scratches. They're just looking for the heavy stuff to go. The goal is that the customer sees it and goes, "Ooh, that car's glossy," and wants
They
to buy
also
it.
don't like paying a lot, so
They also don't like playing on it, so time is of the essence.
Yeah.
You can email me more if you want. Levi@theragcompany.com. We can chat about it. Go Detailer Go. Do you all have experience using local car wash supply company that sells bulk concentrated APC soaps? Found one that sells product for 50% less than cost. What chems did you use for your businesses? I used MVP Distributing, which was a big distributor, so much so that they're actually moving into to handle our rag company factory store right up here.
Yeah. We won't have to run our
Don't call
store.
it. I hate that.
It's not, but they're gonna.
I know.
Basically,
but
we're gonna
somebody else
build a
calls their
store.
store a factory
It's
store.
not a
and it
factory
bothers
store,
me.
but it's our store.
You know what I'm talking about.
So
Dane.
basically, our new detail store,
talking
we're looking to
dear.
help that. These guys also have some of their own brands that they carry as well, but the goal is that it works if you can get the right prices on your products.
Steven,
Basically, if you're looking to buy TRC products in person, you want to feel them and touch them in a store,
Yeah.
that's where you're going to be able to
you
do
go.
that.
Steven says Serrano's definitely doesn't own that brand. It's just a professional carpet cleaning brand. Yep.
you go.
Bearded Hunter says it's just 115. Randy says I use the PNS interior system on the house carpets with great success. I dished all the normal house carpets after seeing the 3-part system's versatility and results. It's pretty wicked. G. Davis says the Bearded Hunter is also your connection to Optimus Prime.
that is true.
And then Perfect Detail says just completed polishing an F-150 in Florida. Yellow pad, Sonex, perfect finish. Thankful to be in the AC and catching TRC live.
Perfect Detail USA, another Graham ambassador.
Ooh,
Right,
nice.
another one that's also killed it. And just did a
Dino
fantastic
says,
job.
go Detailer, go. Just go try them first. I once bought APC on bulk from some brand, used 15-to-1 interior, and stripped the white paint off the interior buttons. Very pricey. So
That's a lesson some people, unfortunately.
I'll just say that, there are some products that you can buy from your just local distributors that are good. I would honestly find out what their products are. Some carry normal products and they can get you 5 gallons. There's PNS trucks, there's Koch Chemi trucks that are going out and about all over. They're selling bulk products, so you can buy 5 gallons and things like that. But find out if they've got their own brand. Figure out who makes it. I'll just say if it's a B&B blending product, it's going to be good. You'll have no problems with them. Project Arjun, what's the rag company's favorite ceramic coating? Every one that we sell. Kirby Thompson, I know they're a big promoter. A YouTube brand name is Flex, but a Bridgepoint Systems owner. Okay. Anyone else having delay on the podcast? No, Kirby, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Maybe.
You never know. G. Davis, to show you that YouTube is watching, after viewing the last podcast, a video about Jack Reacher taking steroids is in my recommendations.
Oh,
He's a
man.
big guy.
So he's
pretty big guy.
Pretty big guy.
Cuffs didn't fit.
That's the kind of guy you notice when he's walking through a small Texas town.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't that big.
What's the name of your Texas town?
6'2".
Seguin.
Seguin.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Jack Reacher walked into Seguin,
If there was a
everybody
big-
would
Everybody
know
would be
about
talking
it.
about
There
him.
was
Everybody know
okay.
about
If
it.
there was not a big. If there was just a above average
Gentleman.
guy, relatively muscular, probably a good clean haircut, was walking through your town, would anybody notice him? Or do you just be a normal everyday person?
Especially if he went to the diner to get a slice of
Yeah,
peach
if he
pie.
went to the diner to get a
That
piece
was
of
an
pie.
important plot
Do you think
point.
he'd get arrested?
Yeah.
You really think so?
Stop that man. Why? For existing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that rules out me going down to Texas,
yeah,
right?
I was just here to get a piece of pie.
Huh.
They're going to say, what's a
Alright.
guy of
Yoshi.
your size?
Me and Yoshi keep up because we're locals.
Nice.
see,
Morgan.
a fellow
Not really.
Texan. There you go.
Hi, Morgan.
What's the most economical paint thickness meter? There's a couple on Amazon that are around like the about $120 price range. I can't remember the exact brand. It's purple.
That's about as cheap as you can go for a.
I just remember the
decent
face of
quality
it's either purple, green, or orange. They're roughly all around that same category of affordability. But dang, I can't remember what the heck the brand is. But CM something C something, it starts with a C.
Okay.
And then moving on here, we've got the Bearded Hunter, or a project also says, how many times would you wash your towels before throwing them out? That is a tough question, man. I've washed some towels 100 times. I've washed others 10 times. It all depends on, what kind of abuse they've gone through before I demote them or toss them.
Dairies that for the people who don't know this, there are dairies that buy our towels and they use them.
But they only use them wet.
And they only use them wet. They don't dry them. This is the key element in this case. The lifespan on those towels is insane. We're talking over 1,000 washes before they actually demote them, which is crazy. But that kind of puts it in perspective.
SJ11 saying Texas water's pure limestone. I feel your pain.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Jeff C says, thanks for the live yesterday. Looking forward to learning more about this new coating. My in-laws are getting a new car, and I'm going to use it to test a couple coatings. They love tunnel washes. I think it's going to be perfect for that kind of thing. Kirby Thompson says it's time for Levi to refill that big gulp drink I just did with a half-drank Pepsi Zero Sugar that I've drank so far. Project Arjun, do you guys have any free shipping deals coming up? We have a coupon code available on the Rag Company website right now.
Anytime,
for free shipping.
any hour,
Is
any
it free
day.
shipping or $7 shipping?
It's $5, $5.99.
Yeah.
$5.99 shipping.
$5.99 shipping. You can use that code at any time.
Yeah.
Or we're always free shipping.
Over 150.
Over 150 bucks. Harry Housewife, missed you all so much here. Still listening and wiring.
Nice.
Oh, thanks,
Aw.
Darren. We appreciate it, man.
Too kind.
Corey Butler says, where do you all get the new Rupes microfiber pads, Uno Advanced? Cheers from Austin.
Hey.
So to my knowledge,
So the microfiber pads have been ordered.
Been
I
on
ordered
their way.
them.
Yeah.
They come out, I think we're getting ready to launch them all. So they offered the new microfiber pads to a select few distributors. We were one of them. So I figured out how many we wanted and I ordered. And then Uno Advanced, haven't heard yet as to when, but I have been beta testing it for the last 2 years. And it is quite possibly one of my favorite compounds next to the last cut.
wow, that is just, it's polished though.
I'm very excited about it.
Polished.
It's an all-in-one. It's like Uno Protect, but on steroids.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's wicked.
The same stories that Jack Reacher's using.
Same steroids Jack Reacher's using.
That's how
Kirby
you know
Thompson
it's
says,
allegedly.
I think that Anthony should be a model for those Brooke Ghost shoes in your future commercial breaks.
Kirby, that is quite literally the nicest thing I think you've ever said to me.
We'll get Glenn to
And
superimpose his face over there.
It's just bouncing
gosh.
over.
why would
I don't
you
think
don't think
that's
my body's
necessary.
good enough?
I think your body's good enough, and that's not what we were talking about.
I think that you guys were referring to that.
It's not
And
a body shaming
I have
situation.
a runner's body.
We all know that.
When you
I
look at
will
me,
run in those
I am
videos.
slightly top heavy.
So we've talked about this
Right.
of creating
It's-
our own commercial.
my mass.
So Morgan, since you've left, we've all become sponsored athletes.
yeah, by Brooks
Courtesy of Brooks Running.
Right.
And
very
one of the
charitable
things we
reading of
wanted to do was create a race between the three of us.
Oh, wow.
See who is the actual slowest runner of the team.
Oh, so the slowest person is the winner?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we want
That
to make
could work
everybody
out.
feel welcomed here. We don't want to make anybody
Yeah.
feel left out.
Yeah.
I would
Wouldn't
if
want
it was
that.
me, if I was still here, I would be the loser.
It'd be fun.
so
It'd be a fun
kind of
race.
you to say.
But yeah, it'd be a fun race.
We just want to keep it sporty around here, keep it comfortable, and obviously, focus on, good posture, right?
Good posture.
And posture starts on the ground,
That's right.
right? Remember
Thanks
that.
to our friends at Brooks Running, we're able to do that. Make sure you head on over and pick up yourself a new set of Ghost 14s. I know that's what I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
Anthony, what do you got on?
I have a pair of.
What were you
of
wearing
Adidas.
yesterday? You had your Adrenaline 22s on.
I did have my Adrenaline 22s on. And you know what? I was ready to rock and roll.
You were.
Right? I had more pep in my
Moment's
step.
notice.
You saw me getting down there, wiping off that coating, right? Rocking those things. I was getting some good calf shots in that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I was also wearing my Adrenaline 22 GTSs
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
That was those are our coating shoes, as we call it.
Yeah.
Dane, however, will not let these Ghost 13s die. He's still going strong with them.
Those look
Yep.
brand new. What are you talking
TRC
about?
edition.
Yep.
And that, my friends, is
Are they
why
not
Brooks
14s? I thought
is
they were
built
14s.
to run. So coming up
wow.
next, Ridiculous says, Since TRC just got Rupes, are you guys looking to sell Flex?
We've discussed it.
We've discussed it, but we're not sure at this time. The Harry Horsewife still rebuilding the Fiat, says Grand Marshal. And then Simon Birch says, I have never thought about that tagging your towels with a marker, but man, I'm going to be lost. I'm going to use that along with the calculate per use cost. Yep, exactly.
He said, I recently started doing a 4% upcharge on my invoices for materials and supplies. Perfect.
Good deal.
Luke Berge, in the words of Anthony, we back. Let's eat some trim.
Right.
Simon Bach says a lot of mechanics and body shops already do that. Yeah, no, it's true. Lana Pierce says it's Josh's mom from Virginia. Hey, Lana, how are you?
Great follow.
Petro's mom. Ryan Rigdon saying, hey, Morgan, good to see you. Just for the record, I didn't cry when I first saw your farewell video. That was just the allergies.
Yeah.
I made it extra sentimental, so it hurt everybody who watched it.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
really dug deep with that one, Dane.
Pain, Dane.
Ken Jeeper saying, OMG, how did I almost miss a Morgan cameo? What's up, girl?
What's up?
And then Mean Bee 392, Happy Friday Eve TRC crew and everyone. And then Simon, Ultra Clay Towel. Is it the same as the Optimum or totally different? We bought the rights.
It's bigger and better.
We bought the rights to the Ultra Clay Towel, and we made it
Beefed
bigger
it up.
and better.
Yeah.
Harry Housewife Graham, yes, lol, wing and doors are on, done, and now getting some kind of underglow, lol. Dane, go back up there.
What? No, that was it.
Okay. I
Told
see that.
Okay,
nice.
so moving on to Jimmy.
GM sends us a lot of theft recovery. So I've seen 7 Camaros that were raced down train tracks and trucks that were driven off of train cars. What? Now it's Camaros and Traverses driven through fences.
Dude, that's
It's a Fast and
It is
Furious
a
out
Fast
there.
and
What's
Furious.
Full on Fast
Right?
and Furious
What is
situation.
happening?
These are the things we
Driving
don't
cars
hear
off
about.
of trains.
That's me and Levi, right?
That's what we're doing.
3
crazy.
black Honda Civics with green underglow that the Harry Horsewife wired up for us, right?
Uh-huh.
We're cruising.
They're actually
Yeah.
Fiats.
We have Dane sticking out the moonroof of one
Yep.
with a harpoon gun. Right?
Yep.
Shooting
Morgan's
it
in one,
onto
I'm
a
in
car
one,
trailer.
you're in one. Right?
Yeah. Shoots onto a car trailer, right? Pulls
Yeah.
a vents, gets himself stuck on the thing, right?
Right.
But gets himself up into the thing, knocks out the driver.
Right.
And we ended up making off with all these Traverses, right? And all these other type of
Because
GM
that's
vehicles.
what the people want.
But here's the problem, though, right? What we didn't see is there's another guy in the back cab of that truck, right?
He was
So
sleeping.
we have to have a new tactic to be able to get these things. So what do? We have you pull up in one of those weird off-road truck things where you take a laser cutter and cut out the side of the truck.
Ooh, plasma cutter.
Plasma
pull- and we
cutter.
pull
I have
out-
one. Yeah.
And we pull out each car one at a time.
I like it. I think
And
it's a great
then
idea.
It just yoinks them.
So
right
I
out the
came
side
up-
of
But
the
we're going to
trailer.
have Luke drive that truck.
Yes.
So I came
Okay.
up
Luke's
with
a little
this
more-
whole idea on my own.
I like it.
Right? It was
like it.
not
Make sure
taken
Anthony
from
gets the credit.
anything else.
Yep.
As I'm
No,
the
I'm very
ideas
excited
guy.
about it.
An
This
original.
reminds me of when we had to go to the docks
Yeah.
to recover
the
Products were
clay
taking
tools.
too
Clay
long, so
towels,
we
yeah.
just
Yeah.
expedited
But we were
the
using three jet
process.
3
skis.
black jet skis with also
Yeah.
underglow wired up by
Yeah.
the Harry Horsewife.
It was it was a little harder to see in the daytime, but looked cool. I liked it when Dane pulled his ripcord and his parachute came up.
Wow.
And he got yanked off the back of the jet ski, but was able to land safely on top of the container.
It was like that scene in Hong Kong in The Dark Knight where it's just
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
So
Pretty
we got
crazy.
Joe
Way off
Van
base here.
Cedars
Just keep talking.
says slop dog. Absolutely gonna have to try that. You know
See?
what, Joe?
That's what we do.
yeah.
Joe, the thing was, I was going to judge a book by its cover. I saw the picture. I said he might be complaining about how off topic we are, and then I see the actual text,
Yeah.
and I
Why
go,
would
Joe
you
is a
say
man
that?
of culture.
I go, God
That's
bless.
so
I go,
mean.
well, just because some people are a little bit more serious than others. And I
Yeah.
saw the sunglass. I'm like, okay, he's going to be a little
Some
serious.
people come
right?
here
He's
and
listening.
hear us
He's listening.
talk about
He's
detailing
in.
and
He's
nothing
in.
else.
Joe, you're our kind of
Because
guy,
we
man. We'll have
falsely advertise that that's
totally
what
in.
we'll have a
happens.
slop dog with you anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
Neil White
Kind of
says,
guy I'd like to eat a slop dog with.
TRC should start
God,
making
help me.
loose meat sandwich recipe. Neil White.
Neil White, if you join the Rag Company discussion group, we're already doing that.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
can't be real.
Joe Van Cedar says, hey, Umberto, good to see you again today.
nice guy.
Han says, Plasti Dip has a Plasti Dip remover spray if you want to take it off.
Okay.
Yep. G. Davis, Rye Guy, I use Simple Green 20-1, works great on Plasti Dip wheels. Mean Bee, it's the gift of foam that keeps on giving.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Luke Berge says, Anthony, be foaming acid. Lol.
Yeah, Luke, he's doing something wrong.
yeah, no, I don't think he's using the same
Yeah.
foam that Morgan
No,
is.
that's not a good
Don't
foam.
worry about it.
Clean Start Details, so nice to see you guys. Thanks thanks for everything during the program. And best wishes to the new Grandambassadors. Such an amazing experience. It's not over, Clean Start, unless you're,
No, Clean Start is still doing plenty of work.
You can still keep doing that work. That's how you win Grandambassador of the Year. Don't just stop.
Well, don't give them all the secrets,
Tell 'em,
Levi.
sorry.
Jeez.
G. Davis says chemical burns would not be the worst thing that happened to somebody at Anthony's party. Mortar fire incoming.
There was that, right? I lit that field on fire across my street.
You did not.
Yeah, you
Anthony.
I can't. I'm not admitting to arson. It was
In Mexico.
It
in a
was
video
Mexico.
game.
It was in Mexico.
Project says, how do you wash your towels in a 5-gallon bucket? Rags to riches, couple ounces of rags to riches, couple gallons of water, put them in there, soak them, do the washboard, scrub them if you need to, rinse them out, hang dry them. That's the easiest way. Or just put them in a washing machine or go to the laundromat. And then Clean Start. What's the best ceramic coating for protecting single stage paint? C1 is very nice from
C1
G-Technic.
got me quite a while.
Soul works. PNS Soul works.
Just released a video with Sydney about that today.
Simon Birch says...
It's Simon Bach.
Do you guys know who Simon Birch is?
Yeah.
Simon Bach.
So Simon Bach says, come on, R33 is pretty nice. I do agree. I do like the R33.
Simon, I really like your E39. But yes, the R33 is nice. There's actually a few nice...
Yoshi's got a question for you, Morgan. Can you read that?
Yeah. Is the rust to a minimal? Yeah, now.
So was that a popular line?
That was the line. You know why that was the line, though, right?
No, tell me why.
Because the video that the guy sent to us in the original walk around, he said the rust is to a minimal. That's reassuring, right?
That's a minimal. It's the kind of rust Dane has on his car.
He's I think he's from Nova Scotia or something. So he speaks English.
Okay.
He knows what rust is to a minimal means.
Yeah.
But that was not the case upon further inspection.
Yeah. Dane's Thunderbird is rust to a minimal. Bait Addict says an R33 is not different from the R32 aside from aesthetics. It was considerably better than the R32.
It depends who you ask.
I've always understood it to be different. More like the R33 was like a slightly lengthened, slightly improved R32, but a little heavier, so you didn't get the rawness you got with the R32.
I watched
the 34 felt.
Craig Lieberman's video, right? He did a breakdown of the differences between all the different GTRs. Right?
Still got the same engine in the 33.
So I think it was Craig Lieberman's video. But I believe that the R33 had a longer wheelbase than the R32, right? Yeah. And the R34, it was roughly the same wheelbase and actually roughly the same width of the car itself. But what the R34 had kind of fixed the aesthetics on the rear bumper section to make it not look like it was overhanging so much from the rear, and instead gave it a little bit more front.
It's a little more crisp looking.
A little bit more crisp looking, but it was really just a matter of the side profile and the round versus sharper.
But like the all-wheel drive system was improved for the 34.
Yeah, well, and all the electronics.
Yeah, the electronics
and all
are obviously because it's a newer car, but
yeah.
I always thought the 33 was like a 32.5 if you think of it that way, kind of.
Yeah, everybody just said the 33 was just literally like the S14 240 SX, right? It was like they're so close.
We're gonna cause a riot in the comments.
All
I'm
right,
sure.
So Luke Berge with a real question.
Yes.
Actual question for once. Why the Simonized sign? I feel like any of their products I've used suck, like Chemical Guys. So, Luke, if you notice, Anthony, slide over a little bit so people can see. Gosh, what are those items back there, Anthony?
This is the rosary. You're not talking about that. You're talking about...
I'm just any of the stuff back there.
I got Dream Maker, Bead Maker. I have some maple syrup.
From Alex
got a
Stewart.
box of Brooks.
I got a Pepsi sign and an On the Air logo.
Right,
You got, they're all friends
and
of
my
the
old
show.
and my old Foot Locker from my detail shop. So
logos on that too.
And what's in the potpourri down there?
Potpourri. Potpourri. I can't really talk about what's in that.
Well,
it's a wrapper.
That's the scent of NVN London.
Yeah.
Point is, those are accoutrements from travels, things that we've done and created.
Yep.
On my end, we've got this is my grandfather's old camera. This is one of Jeff's old collectibles.
Yeah.
This is
a gift.
A gift from
David Cervantes.
This also is a gift from David Cervantes.
Very cool LS.
There you go. 3D printed LS. This is a our coins.
Some doubloons.
Or some doubloons from
Did you
the
ever,
TRC
Morgan?
video.
Did you ever see the TRC video?
And then
What?
this
We're gonna watch
Luke
that.
is from when we went on our East Coast adventure and we went to Simonize. We went to the Simonize garage.
Where Tom was.
So
Where Tom was.
I'm gonna throw out a hint here, right? One of our next pieces of decor here is gonna be a bottle of Tavarich vodka.
Yes.
But the newest item that nobody can see is we've got a Queen's Jubilee
Yes.
Union Jack.
Well, because we were there for the jubilation.
We were there for the jubilation.
Yes.
We have it hanging up. The ones that we had hanging on the back walls here, we put one up here.
and it
Yeah,
was a
you can't see it,
jubilation
but it's
indeed.
We also have the Widowmaker sign
from
from our TRC
Did you guys
adventure.
take
Guys,
that?
we are so
we made
behind.
it. Glenn
Levi, we are
actually made
so
it.
There's
behind.
literally 5 minutes.
Levi,
What?
Levi, start
All right.
start from the bottom
hitting
and power
cameras
through,
now.
man.
Here we go. So anyway, that's they're just decoration, Luke. That's why.
Dane, start
Bait
working
Addict
that finger.
Asking the real Dane, start blasting.
Please.
Grant Autry, the true
Oh, no.
Godzilla is the R32 Nismo
Oh.
edition. Carson Black, what's your opinion on the Rupes polish and compound? It's awesome. Pick some up today. Project Arjun, should I use a separate sponge for wrenchless washing wheels? Yes. Bait Addict, least offensive iron remover that works. Huel. Carson Black, yes, I bought Steve BRZ's
I
car.
knew it.
Oh.
I knew it.
Look familiar.
Graham Marshall, any suggestion for faded wiper arms? Take them off and repaint them, Graham. Seriously, black spray paint. G.
Look at
Davis,
our
I hope
demos for
everyone
that.
will support Luke Bergey's bid to be the governor of Rhode Island. Bergey Glizzy, hashtag.
No.
Han says, so can I buy the Reset clay towel? Not from us. You have to buy it from PNS. Bait Addict, I was going to buy gallons since they're so economical, but I thought I'd try 16 ounce first. Don't really have too many cars to detail with fabric. I don't think you can use these with leather. No, Express is fine with leather though. Stilly's Mobile Detailing, $20.
Hey, that's very nice.
The amount is inside, not to one up joke with brother Luke.
Oh.
Very nice, Andy. Thank you. Luke says it's PA near Philly.
talking locales.
That's what I said. Pennsylvania. Definitely consider opening up B&M stores throughout the country. That would be amazing. Brick and mortar. Thanks, Project Arjun. G. Davis, Dave will be doing personal appearances. Dane will be doing personal appearances, hosting speed dating night at the new factory store. Ridiculous, saying, oh, okay, I delivered to Stroudsburg during the week. You ever go to Cars and Coffee in Bethlehem? That's to Luke. Bait Addict says, I can't even think of an economical car doesn't change how painful, or I think even having doesn't change how painful gas prices are. $9.50 a gallon up here for premium in British
my
Columbia.
God.
I drive down to Blaine, Washington, where it's about $6 USD. The Elantra has been getting a lot. Got the new struts.
What
so
you're
we're
saying
doing-
though is that it's not just a U.S. thing with
Yeah,
these gas
it's not.
prices.
It never has been.
It's strange.
Stilly says, I've actually removed grease from a Vet's beige carpet with the PNS 123 system. No extractor, no steam, just sprayed, brushed, toweled with a miner. You'll love it. Bait says, doesn't help that the S4 is like 13 and a half liters per 100 kilometers. If I wasn't working from home most of the time, gas alone would be very expensive car payment. Yes.
Yeah.
PNS Trio is quite amazing, especially for the price. Is
Yes.
ridiculous. Still, everyone in Squim is talking about the day Morgan arrived,
Yeah.
says
Wrong
Kirby
town.
Thompson.
Also,
Sequin.
Squim is with an
Sequin.
M. Otherwise, he basically spelled Squim.
Yeah, it's
You know,
Sequin.
everybody's like, that new girl in town. She pulled up in one of those, one of those cars
Hot
that
hatches.
drives on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
G. Davis says Anthony
true.
has driven farther than Texas for pie. Luke says, are the DD events happening again? Luke, Phil is working on one. I don't know if they're going to have one this year, but we are definitely planning for next year.
That would be
Han
fun.
says, hey, you typed She Queen wrong.
I can't.
She Queen.
I don't even know what's happening.
Bait Addict says, that being said, the Bait S4 is going to be sleeping with when my GR Corolla arrives. Number one on the list at my dealer for a circuit edition.
Good choice.
I'm sure the MPG will be better. Nice. That's what we all
Probably.
want here.
Beta, we want to also be on that train with you, but we
if we
need
could
to,
be numbers 2, 3, and 4 at the dealer, that'd be great.
Well, you know how we can make that happen,
in
right?
Canada.
We start our After Hours podcast.
That's
You-
right,
You
with a
sign up for the
Patreon.
Patreon and
Buy us some GR
we can buy
Corollas.
some GR Corollas.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
These were all the steel stacks, and they started backing up. Han says NEX PTG is a good paint thickness meter.
Okay.
Ridiculous is can TRC make a bath drying towel or a microfiber loofah
We
scrub
used
pad?
to, and
Dane
nobody
still
bought
use it. You can buy them from Dane. He has them at his house.
I have
Hans Clothes
remaining ones
Lozen
I've kept on
says,
like life support.
Some of them are mine, are 5 years old, daily used, weekly wash, still work great. Project Arjun, what's the best way to reduce water spots on black paint? I seem to get water spots every time it rains, and I'm forced to wash it more. Arjun, where are you located? You shouldn't be getting water spots from rain. You should get it from sprinklers, not rain. Bait Addict, Uno Advanced, new one-step. Meg's microfiber cutting have been my staple for so long. Hard to think about switching to Rupa's, but if theirs is somehow better, I'm all game for it. It is. It's awesome. You'll love it. Ricardo B., any news on when the new items from IK will be available for sale at TRC?
Man.
Nope, we're still waiting. Hans, next week there will be a backwards running race at TRC. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. And then Arjun, $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate the time you're taking to respond to everyone's comments. Really enjoying your content. Thank you, wink, or smiley face. Luke says, dude, my Brooks are freaking awesome. You're welcome, Luke.
They are.
Simon says, damn, you slaughtered my name.
I tried to help.
The hairy housewife legitimately stopped wiring to say we need to do this movie parody. Graham Marshall says, lads, were you aware that the last few Fast and Furious movies were shot in Aldershot next to Clean and Shiny? That's pretty amazing. Ridiculous. Can we pay to have Dane eat a slop dog live next week?
Yes.
Yes. Hans Closen says, detailing what? Ridiculous says, G. Davis, nothing like those weird itchy burns in Meridian.
Man.
And Joey Belinsky did not expect the Simon Birch reference today. G. Davis says, Sebastian Bach, shout out.
This is such a mess.
Frantic
So
real
many
OGs choose Golf R30.
Hey, that's my favorite golf.
MK4
No.
Mark IV
R32.
R32 is dope. All-wheel drive VR6, sign me up.
Neil White says Simon Birch killed Ashley Judd in that movie. Graham says, we already read that. G. Davis, Luke is now banned from any future East Coast adventures. Hans says wooden shoe slippers will be in the decor when they all are worn out. Yeah, that's right, they will. Harry Housewife says, I'll send you guys a sign out.
Okay.
We'll take it. We'll hang it up. Bait Addict says, awesome Q&A, guys. Hope you guys had a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Hans says it's almost $8.50 at US per gallon here in the Netherlands. And then Harry Housewives, thanks for the good night as always. You guys were a wonderful lot. Thank you, Darren. Project Arjun, I'm in New York. The water is as clean as it gets, lol.
Nice.
Yoshi, have a good weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying your time away from the heat, Morgan.
I am.
It's still hot here, though.
No, it's not.
It's a different kind of heat. It's not heat.
She's like, I love being back up in the north.
Yes.
It's vacation.
Morgan
it's easy
truly
living
loves the
here.
North.
Okay.
But Morgan, thank you for
Stilly,
joining
say
us today.
Oh,
and
you're
for
welcome.
Doing this.
You're welcome. Happy to be here.
We knew it was hard to get you in here, especially once we got that ankle bracelet on and got you kind of cuffed.
Well,
to
she
the
was a little
chair.
confused. We never talked about the treats.
Oh.
Well, we've been lollygagging.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sorry, Morgan brought us a bunch of treats.
I did. I went to the largest gas station in the world.
What's it
as far
called?
as I know, it's called Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we
That's
got
what you
lots
were
of
calling
treats
it
to go
earlier.
snack on.
There's literally
Okay.
like more than 100 gas pumps.
We're very excited.
I didn't count them, but I looked at it and I said that's easily.
So
Just
hopefully
offhand, it's
Levi will be able
like
to take
gas.
his kids there, right, to show them what Mr. Gas on steroids look
my
like.
kids are truck stop fanatics.
They
They love
probably
it.
not
It's like their favorite place to go. Augie loves scratch offs and fountain drinks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what he's all about.
Yeah.
Acclimating.
But honestly, this was a lot of fun. It felt like a good throwback to back in the old days. And hopefully we can do this again. Morgan comes by. She comes to Idaho about twice a year. We only see her once a year because the other time...
No, she was here the last time she was here.
Yeah, barely.
That's
I
how
was
that
here
works.
for an entire day.
She was
she
here
was here for a whole
last summer
day.
for 2 weeks, didn't stop in once.
We went to a movie with her.
Yeah.
That's
No,
true.
this was the other time when she came on her own to refinish her parents' kitchen. She didn't stop by
I
once.
saw her.
No, you
She
didn't.
came here to the studio. We
I
talked.
don't remember that. Anyway.
You were gone for some reason.
Anyway,
was probably
we've
working.
pretty much wound up this whole thing. Wow.
All right, guys.
Yes, I did bring jerky.
Oh, she
All
brought
right,
some
there we
Buc-ee's
go.
jerky too.
Okay.
Levi's
so,
kids would go and say, Buc-ee's. They would be
Morgan
lost.
hasn't seen the TRCMA video. We got to show her that,
Yeah.
among other things. So we're going to work on that. We're going to wrap it up. But thank you so much to everybody. Any words before we go here, Morgan? Since you are our guest.
No, I miss being here. Miss all of you guys. Miss the laughs.
a
So
lot of
it's
those.
good to be back.
Thank you, Morgan, for taking your time out of your vacation
Yes.
to come hang out.
Thank you. And
Thank
follow Mally Motorworks, right?
Yeah.
And,
On TikTok, Instagram.
Check
Yeah.
out what they're doing to be able to keep up with Morgan and her life around cars and with Calvin. So,
Kittens.
Dane,
Yep.
take it away.
Yeah. All right, guys, gals, everybody in between, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. We've had a lot of fun, and now it's time to wrap it up for the week. But that's okay, because we'll be back next week on the Rag Company Podcast YouTube channel with the Rag Company Podcast. So, till then, have yourself a great weekend. Like this video. If you're not subscribed, do so. And we'll catch you on the next one. All right, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.